With a wild card spot already clinched, the Eastern Florida State College Titans baseball team set to close out the regular season this afternoon against nationally ranked Palm Beach State College. Live from Bruce Bochy Baseball Field, it's the Panthers and the Titans. It is a beautiful afternoon in Melbourne. We're at Bruce Bochy Field as the Southern Conference baseball season comes to an end this afternoon. It's Eastern Florida State College taking on nationally ranked Palm Beach State College. Good afternoon and welcome. I'm Jeff Radcliffe. As always, joining me, Eric Kohler, the host of Inside Titans Sports, and the playoffs on the horizon. Both teams are looking ahead to playing a little later. In the Titans' case, Eric, tomorrow as early as. What do they have on the line today, the Titans?
Well, a lot of the guys top of the order, sophomores coming in. This is their last home game to play at Bruce Bochy Field, so a lot of memories and a lot of pride in this game. Obviously, they're locked up in the wild card spot. They play tomorrow at Polk State against St. Petersburg. But the bottom line is a lot of the guys top of the order. You got guys like Navarro, Duran, McFadden, Corey. This will be the last time that they suit up in front of the hometown team.
Palm Beach State College ranked 9th in the nation in ERA, and today one of their aces, Vince Coletti, will get the start.
Yeah, Coletti pretty special there for Coach Forbes of Palm Beach State. Comes in with a sterling record, 4 wins against no losses, 38 strikeouts, so he'll make his 15th appearance. So pretty good player there with a 2.78 ERA for Vince Coletti.
For Eastern Florida, the champagne isn't Corbell, but the starting pitcher is Jack Corbell, the sophomore, gets the start.
Absolutely well done there. Jack Corbell, not in typically a starter spot. This is only his second start of the year, but the bottom line, he's got a lot of good innings worked, and he's got 22 strikeouts, and he's 1-0 on the year. And he had a pretty good start some weeks back. He got the win, so look for Jack Corbell.
Balin Sparks in that 401 average will lead things off for Palm Beach. It'll be Buckley and Morales, the 1 through 3, Morick, Schwimmer, Donju, and then Varela, Machado, and Swindley Lint, the 9-hole hitter this afternoon. Balin Sparks, a tough first out for Corbell. Let's see how he fares.
Balin Sparks, very special player. He's got 19 stolen bases, but he has a total of 98 total bases on the year. So this is a guy, talk about a leadoff hitter, this is who you want at the plate for Palm Beach State.
Corbell, again, his second start of the season. The first pitch of this one is a ball.
Behind the dish tonight is Jeff Cordy, another sophomore, making his last appearance here at Bruce Bochy Field, number 15.
That one in there for a strike. You're even. First batter of this game. Palm Beach has knocked off Eastern Florida on 4 previous occasions. Make that 5 and looking to go 6 today. And not with that one. As Sparks robbed there by Dylan Owens, getting the nod at first base today for Eastern Florida.
Yeah, good play there. That's a good freshman coming back next year, Dylan Owens.
It'll be Corneal over at third, Navarro Castillo at second. The outfield, Jacob McFadden moving from first to left field, Sebastian Rivera, and the consummate professional Sammy Duran in right. There are umpires, Kurt Brannon and Kevin Exler will be behind the dish.
Pretty cool. Kevin Exler behind the dish, retired Navy, 30 years. Thanks for your service, sir.
Fouled back. Echo the sentiment.
Beautiful day. Looked like the clouds kind of cleared, but it is windy conditions here. Beautiful field, though.
James Buckley, leading home run hitter on this team, one of 2 players with 4 of them this year. Buckley swings through that one. He's out in an 0-2 hole. Sophomore out of Coconut Creek, former star at Monarch High School, hitting .367.
Wind could be a condition today. They're coming out east out of southeast, 19 miles per hour. So it's gusty out there. You can see it on the players' legs.
Take that one outside, a ball. Talk a little bit about the approach here for Jeff Tam, knowing there's so much on the line tomorrow in Winter Haven against St. Pete, given maybe yourself a better chance by getting your top pitcher, the ace, ready for tomorrow instead of today in the season finale.
Yeah, you'd have to think. Nice little strikeout there by Corbell, but absolutely get Romero leads the country in Division I with strikeouts. So you'd have to think that he'd have to get the start tomorrow against St. Pete. Let's check out Corbell. Pretty good pitch here.
And watched it the whole way. He's punched out.
Yeah, good call. Good frame job there by Cordy there to get the call. Strikeout for Jack Corbell.
Brings up Matt Morales, shortstop, who's hitting .295 out of Wellington. Another sophomore, so 3 sophomores to start out this lineup for Kyle Forbes, now in his 7th season. He's got 2 home runs on his ledger, and he will swing away and have the first hit of this ball game. Straight up the middle, and Morales is on first base.
Good piece of hitting there for Matt Morales with 2 outs here, top of the first. Corbell doesn't get that pitch down and away, and Morales makes him pay. They've got runners on board here at first base.
It's a rematch of a game won yesterday by the Panthers 13-0. It's a game that was shortened to 7 innings. And you know Jeff Tam doesn't want to have a repeat of that performance or anything close to it.
Well, you want to have a little momentum going in. Obviously, quick work. You got a game tonight, and then you head on down to Winter Haven to play St. Petersburg at Polk State College. So I want to get some confidence going in there, Jeff.
Not one in the dirt.
Another good player here. Total bases, Evan Morick, the cleanup hitter tonight, 60 total bases. Again, this is a very good ball club that Kyle Forbes has put together. Currently ranked 15th in the country.
0-1 now, the count on Evan Morick from Virginia Beach, Virginia. That one on the outside corner.
I like the movement that Corbell's got on the mound there, though, Jeff. Seems like good little form there. He's got 2 saves on the year. Again, this is only his 2nd start, but he got the win in 5 2/3 inning.
Mark batting .386. This is a team that likes to play the small ball. They will sacrifice and steal whenever possible.
Well, Palm Beach State climbed all the way as high as 9th in the country, but then they stumbled against Miami-Dade in back-to-back losses, sending them back to 15th in the polls.
That was their bogey team this year. As those two entering today, top of the standings. However, because of the tie break, Palm Beach needs to win while Miami-Dade needs to lose against Broward, and right now that's not happening. The last check down 4-1 in the 4th.
Yeah, 4-1 in favor of Miami-Dade. So if Miami-Dade wins that game against Broward,
this game it's finish a 2nd place finish.
Yeah.
Or if you win, you finish a tie. You just don't have the tie break.
Well, and I know a lot of pride is on the line here for a lot of the sophomore sensations that we have in the roster for Coach Tam. They want to play well. Beautiful facility. And again, a little bit of confidence and momentum going into that game against St. Petersburg tomorrow wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, Palm Beach opportunity lost by 2-5 this season against Miami-Dade. As that one gets through, a base hit just out of the reach of Norberto Navarro. Runners on 1st and 2nd with 2 out here in the top of the 1st.
Yeah, that was a tough play there for Navarro there at shortstop. Just ran out of real estate, and a good piece of hitting there. Back-to-back singles now in the top of the 1st with 2 outs.
The Derek Schwimmer, the 5-hole hitter, freshman from Port St. Lucie. He's hitting .319. 1 for 3 with a run yesterday. Runner on 2nd is Morales. Morick the lead at 1st. And there's a strike there for Jack Corbell.
Tell you what, Jeff, everybody was hitting Palm Beach State yesterday. 18 hits, 13 runs, in 7 innings, no less.
That's patting the stats, and you had 2 less innings to get them all up. Titans have been on the good end of that stick a couple of times this year too, though. Nature of the game. Sometimes you're the bug, sometimes you're the windshield.
Amen to that.
That one outside and upstairs a ball.
Windshield always wins.
Apropos that love bug season is beginning. You've seen those little buggers flying around.
Don't even start whoever created those things. Ruined quite a few of my khaki pants.
There's Schwimmer now, the 1-1. Corbell checking, and from the stretch, little chopper. Gonna be tough to handle. It's foul though, and everybody will retreat.
Yeah, Schwimmer, right fielder, defensively for Palm Beach State. Palm Beach comes to this game 35 wins against 12 losses and 19-8 in conference play. A lot of people don't know how big Palm Beach State College is. Founded in 1933. They have over 48,000 students. That was something I did a little research on. I couldn't believe that. 48,000 students attend Palm Beach State College. How about that? Did you know?
I did not know that.
Well done.
Yeah, 1-2. Schwimmer will give it another go. RBI possibilities. That's inside a ball. Count even at 2-2 for Derek Schwimmer.
Great camera shot by our crew here out there in center field. Gets a good look. Everybody's encompassed here in this little drama at the plate. It's a good spot. Always take a look where the catcher's going to set up to see where he's going to try to get that hitter to go fishing. Low and away, you can see that.
The righty-lefty matchup too in your favor if you're Palm Beach.
Just kind of quit on that pitch right there. Got to do that full release, kind of short arm that. That's why the ball went down in the dirt. Good heads up play by Cordy to bottle it up because you got runners at first and second. You don't want to get your pitch count too high here, just underway. He was cruising to 2 outs and now he kind of stubbed his toe. Two nice singles for Palm Beach State. Need to get out of here.
Full count. Everybody stays put. Schwimmer comes to the plate. There's the offering, swung on, and Duran on the run, able to make the catch to end the inning. So a couple of hits, no harm, and we are in the middle of the first. No score.
Yeah, kind of short swing on that one, but good heads-up play by the right fielder to come up and snag that for out number 3 to kind of get out of there, as Palm Beach State was trying to work on a 2-out rally. They shut it down. Good play. Good shot there, the dugout. Got those cool kind of blue jerseys on tonight for sophomore night. A lot of our guys top of the order. You got Navarro, Duran, McFadden, and Cordy are all sophomores, so this is their last game for Bochy at Bochy Field.
Lineup mixed up somewhat today as Navarro at the top of the order, Duran in second, McFadden third. Cordy will clean up the catcher. Elian Morejo, the designated hitter, has been had a hot bat the last month of the season. Paul Castillo, Jason Cornell, Dylan Owens in the lineup, and Sebastian Rivera will try to turn things over in the 9-hole.
You know, when you look at that lineup, Jeff, I mean, obviously with the team, the production, I mean, that Eastern Florida and Jeff Tam, they got a good ball club. It just, they've been inconsistent this season of just trying to get that flow going. And Coach Tam has been a lot, you know, a little frustration. The fact of the matter is that, you know, you can't keep that flow going because he's got the bats, he's got the arms.
Benito Varela is the battery mate of the pitcher Coletti. Morick Morales, Lint Sparks across the inside of the diamond. And the outfield, it's Buckley, Donchu, and Derek Schwimmer.
And Varela also behind the dish there, number 33 for Palm Beach State. Provides some pretty good power as well at the plate. 4 home runs, 24 RBIs. But again, this is a good pitcher here, Vince Coletti. He'll make his 15th appearance. It's a good shot right there, the catcher. That's Benito Varela. And there's our starting pitcher tonight, Vince Coletti.
From Hollywood, Florida. A former player at Nova.
Yep, 6'2". Good looking player. He's had a good season.
4-0.
Yeah, absolutely. 38 strikeouts too. Over 35 and 2/3 of work.
Alberto Navarro will lead things off for the Titans here in the home half of the first. The Titans trying to snap a 2-game losing streak here on their home field, which is highly unusual.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Going out swinging. It's going to be a tough ball to handle, and it'll be a base hit. A little nonchalant move from Morales. Didn't really have much of a chance as it was going away from him. And Titans will start here with a runner on.
Well, nice job for Navarro there to get your leadoff guy. Gets his 51st hit of the season, and he leads the team in stolen bases with 13. So a great start there for Navarro to get your leadoff man for Sammy Duran.
Sammy Duran out of Mel High, batting .358, leads the team in 7 hits by pitch.
Definitely.
Or hit it. I'm not sure how you'd say that plural, but
how about kerplunked?
Yeah, 7 kerplunks. And that's one way to get on base. There is an art form to that.
Yeah.
Without getting yourself hurt.
Just don't hit like the elbow area.
It's not what would get him on the highlight reel, like he did on that SportsCenter top 10 play earlier this season and right.
Hashtag Saucy Sammy.
There's a runner on first, nobody out here in the home half of the first.
Sammy Duran's had a good year. He's had a good career here for Eastern Florida. Another great product of Coach Tam bringing in for the hometown Titans.
And the Titans 1-5 so far this season against Palm Beach. That one's in the dirt.
Sometimes it's just to get those matchup, get those kryptonite teams. You just can't crack the code.
Where's Nick Cage when you need him? So Duran batting from the right side here. Runner on first is Navarro, and he will be off. Looking for the stolen base. The throw on to second. He is in there. So a stolen base for Mr. Navarro, his team leading 14th. And now you've got a runner on scoring position with a hot bat in Sammy Duran.
Well done. 14th stolen base, leads the team, as you said, Jeff. And just good look right there. He just gets a good jump. And the throw is a little behind there, but nice job, Navarro, getting that 14th stolen base of the year.
Swindly Lint trying to get that tag applied to the leg before the arm reached the bag. Not close.
You like that name, don't you?
He's singing a lot more, I believe. Swing and a miss. And Duran, the full count now.
Good pitch by Vince Coletti. Sammy Duran's got to protect the plate here. Scoring position at second base.
And he strikes out watching it.
Yeah, you got to swing the bat in that position right there. You know he's coming inside. That's tough to leave the bat on your shoulders there when you got a runner at second base.
Starting pitcher with 1 punch out. And now Jacob McFadden, power hitter of this group, 8 home runs. And when he gets a hold of one,
sure does.
It's
Gonzo.
Usually not found.
It's Gonzo. It's great to see his family's actually in person today. The McFadden family's here. Welcome to Melbourne.
Upstairs, wow, a strike. A high zone there. McFadden out of Seminole St. Pete Catholic, so making that trip across the state. Is it 336?
Leads the teams with 37 ribbies.
Coletti coming to the plate, and he'll tack that one inside a ball.
Jacob has been on Inside Titan Sports, and you can see the passion in his eyes that he really wants to play the next level. And he's got all the skills and sets. You just need that opportunity.
And he drills it to the gap in left center. Chasing it, and it's going to go all the way to the fence. That will score Navarro easily from second. And in with a stand-up double is Jacob McFadden. It is 1-0 Titans.
I'll tell you what, the Titans love the earpieces we give to them for the games. Every time we speak highly of some guys, they step up to the plate. Well done, Jacob McFadden. Gets his 51st hit of the year and gets his 11th double. Let's take a look at this. A great gap shot for McFadden. Just actually splinters it right between center and left field. And just like that, the Titans strike first. Ribby for Jacob McFadden.
Jeff Cordy, the catcher. Another runner on second, looking to trade places with Jacob McFadden here. Cordy will foul that one straight back.
And that's the energy that gets this team going. You know, behind strong pitching, but this team can hit. They like to score runs, but the fact of the matter is some of the games they've got back and gotten that loss column is they just get behind the 8 ball too early. And it's hard to fight back all that time. It takes so much energy.
Cordy's been swinging the bat around these parts for a long time. He sends it opposite field, a base hit. That will score McFadden. And holding up at first is Cordy. It is 2-0 Titans.
Wow, what a beautiful, beautiful shot there for Cordy. Good shot him there at first base, and obviously Jacob McFadden with his wheels comes in to score. And just like that, 2-0 for the hometown Titans. Cordy just gets a great pitch, takes it opposite. Look at that. Swings the bat down, right down the line. You couldn't have placed it out there better. Well done, Jeff Cordy.
Elian Morejo, designated hitter. Elian batting .357 out of Orlando's Lake Nona High School. Freshman with a bright future here. And he will take a strike.
It's a nice pitch by Coletti, but I like what you said there, Jeff. Morejo is really going to produce. But having him come back next year is very exciting for Coach Tam.
Yeah, batting .357. That's among the team leaders. I'll take that one low. Runner on first is Cordy. Morejo third on the team in batting average behind Ian Acevedo, who's been unavailable due to injury. .410 and Sammy Duran at .358.
Love that frame job, what's going on there at first base.
Swings through that one. It's something, you know, Jeff Tam is not going to talk about it or ever make excuses. You're arguably your top field player, top hitter, Ian Acevedo, has not been available because of injury most of the season. You've also been without one of your top pitchers. As Gabriel Rodriguez hasn't pitched since March 2nd. So still making the playoffs despite having those losses.
And those are big losses too. As Elian Morejo goes down on strikes, kind of chases a bad pitch here. You can see no leg movement at all. Just kind of chase that away. But to your point though, Jeff, it is a big point. You can't make excuses. You got to play on. It's next man up. And bottom line is they have an opportunity tonight and parlay that to tomorrow.
Contagious hitting, that's what you want. And swinging through that one is Castillo. His first at bat, the shortstop. 6'2", 185 out of Miami's Slam Academy.
Just a good name for a baseball academy.
Yeah. Not sure as a young child he's a fan of Onyx, the rap group.
Castillo making his 25th game that's starting. Again, another bright spot that's returning for Coach Tam for next year for Eastern Florida.
303. Again, Cordy waiting at first. Cordy not necessarily a threat to steal, but 2 away and towards the dugout. Foul ball. Corneal waits on deck for Eastern Florida.
Yeah, Cordy's yet to have a stolen base. Not much of a surprise there, but it seems like every time you set up the Kubosh on him, he's on his way to second.
Good patience there. That one out, whistling outside. 1 and 2.
Yeah, it's windy out there. You can hear our audio feed is picking it up. So
the mics are strategically placed around Bruce Bochy Field in this beautiful facility.
It is a beautiful ball field. It really is.
Trying to go opposite way. That one fouled off the screen. It'll stay 1 and 2 on Castillo.
And that's a big piece of facilities too. Not only do kids want to come play for Coach Tam, the fact of the matter is to have the support of the facilities as well really is a draw for kids all over the country and a lot of part of the world now that are starting to come to play for Eastern Florida.
Lined foul to the left as he stays alive. 1 and 2. If you're a pitcher, why would you not want, number one, come here to pitch for Jeff Tam and play in such a friendly dimension type of facility with so much foul territory along each side and behind the plate?
And you know, plus Coach Tam's got those deep contacts that you need for, hey, I got a kid, give this guy a look. That's a big deal in this business.
It's about every business. Who you know. Another foul ball as Jeff Tam a little hop to avoid the shin shot.
Yeah, Castillo got a little shot there. That's part of leg, doesn't have a lot of meat there. That's why you see that brace is on there. But he's a little behind here on Coletti in terms of, you can see where he's fouled it off.
If anything, wasting some pitches here from Coletti.
There's Coach Tam. Love his competitive spirit. He's just a good guy. Great hire for Coach Carr here, Director of Athletics.
Jeff now in his 5th season. As he replaced Ernie Rosso.
Yep.
And there's a strikeout to end the inning. Paul Castillo. That's a 3rd strikeout now for Coletti, but a run comes in on a couple of hits. There was 1 runner left, and after 1, it is 2-0 to the good as Eastern Florida has the lead on Palm Beach.
Let's take a look here. Castillo just was behind the whole time against Coletti. You just could tell that his timing was off. He's got to calibrate at his next plate appearance, but an absolutely gorgeous day here on the Space Coast, the campus of Eastern Florida here in Melbourne, Florida. And it just, spring abounds here. it's so pretty on the coast when you get the waters glistening, but a great start for Eastern Florida. Again, Jeff, again, the big game, right now it's a big game for Palm Beach State. Eastern Florida's already got it wrapped up, so they got an eye on that Miami-Dade Broward game, which will give you an update throughout the course of the night. But the fact of the matter is that Eastern Florida, they have a new opportunity. The new season starts tomorrow, Jeff. And, obviously they're going to go with Romero. They're going to have to. That's not an official announcement of Tommy Romero that leads Division I in strikeouts. But, against St. Petersburg. But, the fact of the matter is, what is your thoughts of they haven't played St. Petersburg this season?
Yeah.
So how are you going to do a quick scout and a quick turnaround now?
If you haven't seen them yet, you're also going to have to worry about they may be throwing their ace as well.
That's
so
right.
It's not going to be easy.
Yeah, because it's a one and done, and obviously, the goal is to play. Hey guys, we wanted to thank everybody out there for tuning in this season. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast.
Yeah, here on WEFS.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. This crew here is outstanding, and the way they set up with all these new camera angles. I've worked with different TV stations, as sure as you have as well, and I can't remember the professionalism and as many cameras and everybody really wants to do a great job, and it's just been really special to be part of this crew this season. Thank you.
About to finish up our 3rd broadcast season here on WEFS as we started back in the fall with soccer and volleyball, moved through the basketball season.
What a great run that
Did
was
some tennis.
Jeremy Shulman.
It was. Made it to the national title game this year.
At the Hutch in Kansas.
And it will be Joendrick Donju. Just call him Joey, right?
Just Joey. Just go for Joey.
Center fielder. Will lead things off for Palm Beach. One of the 3 players from Curacao on the roster for Coach Kyle Forbes, the little island nation north of Venezuela.
They call them the ABCs, Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao.
Yeah. Really big baseball traditions, especially in Curacao. Andrew Jones, a number of players making the majors from that island.
Yeah, you've actually seen them in the Little League World Series
That's
as well.
right, a couple of years back, they beat the United States.
Yeah, they've had a couple good runs there as well. So obviously that means that they got grassroots programs in place to benefit those big players, like you said, Andrew Jones.
So be fouled into the infield. Settling is Cornel.
It's going to be a little
that
tougher
was
plays.
Navarro that made the cutout.
Yeah, but those are going to be tougher plays. Those are routine plays, obviously, all right? But the fact of the matter is you really can't see that win, but it really is going to play havoc with that. And nice job for Cornel just to play it out to get out number 1 here.
Brings up Benito Varela, the catcher. Varela out of Miami St. Brendan's, batting .295, does have some home run pop, has 4 of them. And the co-lead on this team. Varela's
got a good slugging percentage as well, 432. Definitely some power there.
And the 7-hole here for Coach Forbes. Corbell here in his 2nd inning of work. 1 away. And has a 2-0 lead to protect.
A good start for Eastern Florida to strike first. 2 runs on 2 hits.
How many innings do you think Coach Tam wants to get out of Corbell, who's typically more of a reliever? And what would be a successful outing for him as far as just eating up innings and saving the staff for tomorrow?
I would say 5 innings.
Yeah?
If you can get 5 good innings out of Corbell, I think that Coach Tam would be happy with that.
Yep, there's Kyle Forbes in his 7th season, native of Boynton Beach. Started at Atlantic High School and played at Palm Beach Atlantic.
He's done a nice job with Palm Beach State.
Won a state title there in 2013.
Sure did.
The national runners-up that year.
Won the Southern Conference third time in the past 7 years.
A little off year. Last year finished 4th place. He had a young team. As we take a look at the strikeout.
Let's see what Corbell does here. Oh, gets him to chase a bad pitch low and inside. Just kind of gets him handcuffed. You can see there's no leg movement down there. Second strikeout for Corbell.
2 outs now for Ramon Machado, designated hitter, a sophomore out of Jupiter. Batting .278. 2 for 2, 2 runs and an RBI yesterday in that 13-0 shellacking.
Yeah, but everybody was hitting yesterday. It was almost like T-ball. I mean, 18 hits and 13 runs. It's all forgotten, though. New opportunity here, new day.
Wipe the slate clean, yep. So you're only as good or as bad as your last game.
You can see, watch this, if you're watching Corbell there, he's got this quick little giddy up before he delivers. Every pitcher has a different nuance. Just check this out. He's got this quick little giddy up. Check this out.
Generates a little power.
Sure does.
Sophomore righty out of West Palm Beach. Started at Palm Beach Gardens. And making his 2nd start of the season.
He's got 2 saves. His official record is 1-0. Again, only the 2nd start for Jack Corbell.
Machado now is behind in the count 1-2. Little breeze blowing.
Down and away. You can see Cordy was trying to set up way outside to get him chase. Try to get strike 3. Cordy's done a nice job behind the plate. Another sophomore that will graduate from Eastern Florida and move on to his next level of life. It's been a nice job. Nice job, Jeff Cordy. Local product had a great success here for Eastern Florida.
2-time All Cape Coast Conference player, is an MVP in the area at the high school level. As that one sent deep to left, it's to the wall. And Machado on his high horse. He's going to dig for 3rd. No, he'll stay put at 2nd. And a 2-out double for Ramon Machado.
Well, for our viewers out there, if you want to hit it with that wind today, that's exactly where you got to go right here. Let's take another look at this, because that's a spot between left field and center field. With that wind, the way it's blowing out toward left field, that ball is going to carry. And with the vast acreage and real estate here, you're not going to get that one. A nice double there for Machado.
Brings up the 9-hole hitter, Swindley Lint. One of those natives of Curacao. In 226, had an RBI yesterday in a 1-for-4 afternoon. So 14 RBIs and a chance for a 15th here with a base hit.
Well, this team from top to bottom, you're getting production. I mean, Kyle Forbes has got to be happy about the fact that, you know, doesn't matter if you're 7, 8, or 9 hole, he's getting popped from the bats.
At the right times, too.
Absolutely.
Team batting average .315 compared to Eastern Florida's .323, but they manufacture runs. Have been first in sacrifice hits in the nation most of the season, now 59 of them. Also 10th in being hit by pitches. Those little things, those little extras that get you extra base runners. And then the pitching has been outstanding.
And as you said earlier in the broadcast, is that they like to generate small ball, and that's a big part about it. Just keep punching them in.
1-0 to Lintz, goes fishing on that one, and it's strike 2.
Yeah, Corbell really had him completely hypnotized on that pitch right there.
The Panthers pitching staff with .285 ERA, 9th in the nation.
That's pretty special right there. That says it all. You got to have arms. They got them.
Had good defense as well. That's something Eastern Florida has had its struggles with at times. Been better as of late. That one outside, it's 2-2.
That's a great stat too, though. The bottom line, a lot of the coaches I've had exposure to have said baseball really comes down. You got to have the arms. You got to have the arms. If you can do that, you can make the runs.
Eastern Florida, 2.5 errors per game. That usually leads to a couple of extra runs that may cost you a game.
Well, and that's a great point right there. The fact of the matter is we've seen some of those errors that come at most inopportune times. It really
Extended
led to other. I mean, that's when teams are starting to score 5, 6 runs an inning off an error, and you just can't let that happen.
That one downstairs. 3-2.
And I know that frustrates Coach Tam, but the fact of the matter is, just got to keep working on it. He said, you got to show up, just keep doing the work, keep doing the work.
Count full on Lint.
Try to work that outside corner right here for Corbell.
Swing and a miss. That was strike 2 apparently. Must have lost our count. So umpire says it is 3-2 now.
It's a good pitch by Corbell.
Yeah, so now it will be Machado there on the move at second.
Let's see where Cordy checks and sets up behind the plate here. Oh, he's going at him.
Stretch the pitch and laced left side foul ball.
Well, Cordy set him up for Jack to go right at him. Swinley does his job, fights it off, stays alive. This is always a cat and mouse game between pitcher and batter.
Yeah, I still want to keep the donut up going into the home half of the second.
Gonna work the outside corner here.
Definitely don't want to turn over the order.
Got him.
And just on the
Beautiful.
edge, strike 3, and Lint will be sent back to the dugout. But
Good.
a hit,
That
and
is
one runner left.
That is just a beautiful piece of pitching right there. And great job for Cordy behind the dish to call that. Look at this. Sets up on the outside corner. Absolutely delivers. Good little pop. You can see the dust coming out of the mitt. And a good call by the ump right there. Kevin Exler strikes him out. Third strikeout for Corbell. And a good outing for Jack so far, number 6 for Eastern Florida.
Yeah, doing the job. I just want to keep mowing them down. As it will be Cornel, Owens, and Rivera to hit for the Titans here in the home half of the second on this beautiful afternoon. So we started an hour earlier than normal here today.
Our producer was a little worried. He actually sent us out a communication of, hey guys, you know the game's at 5 o'clock tonight.
Just to be safe. That's always a good thing.
Hey, you always got to cover your bases.
Jeff Radcliffe, Eric Kohler with you for the final time here in this broadcast season or athletic season in Eastern Florida.
It's been a good run.
Only going to get better next year too.
It's been a great run. Production's been great. Just a lot of fun. It's just amazing to see a lot of the years over a decade, 17 some years announcing games for UCF and Orlando, to see that Eastern Florida's kind of taken that same kind of model of the quick growth and expansion at the levels they've done so quickly. It really blows you away, and it's special to be part of that grassroots foundation.
Yeah, winning matters.
Sure
Facilities
does.
matter.
And winning
Dr.
the right way.
James Ritchie leading the way along with Jeff Carr.
Yeah, winning the right way is key to integrity. That's
Cool.
a big key component.
Jason Cornel at bat for the first time today as he faces Coletti. He'll step in and take a ball. Cornel, the second baseman out of the Dominican Republic, hitting .355. Good for 4th on the team.
He's got good length to him as well. Cornel's another bright spot that's coming back and turning for Coach Tam's Titans.
There's the 2-0. Hitters counts. He'll take that one a strike.
He's got 33 hits on the season, 7 doubles against 1 home run and 16 RBIs. That's Jason Cornel.
Swing and a miss, and now it's even 2-2.
Well, Coletti had some pace to that pitch right there. You could hear that. That was picked up in audio. A few little pop in the glove.
Just missed. 3-2.
Let's see if Cornel can get some magic and get on here.
That's his best. Chops it over to third. This is going to be a tough throw for Moore. Gets it over in time. So just nicking out Cornel.
It's a good play for Evan Morick there on the corner at third base, but even a better job at first base, number 11, Balin Sparks, to get the stretch. And as you said, that was a tough play there, thrown against the wind as well. Kind of off your back foot, but a good put out there. From Morick to Sparks.
Now Dylan Owens will line up today, the Cocoa Tiger. 250, a couple of home runs. Look at this pick up and throw from Morick, and then the Sparks digging it out at first.
Just has to field it cleanly. A long throw and a great stretch. Great bang-bang play for defense for Palm Beach State.
Blistered to left field.
She gone.
Buckley going back. It is out of here. A home run for Dylan Owens, his third of the season. Titans ahead 3-0.
That shot right there, again, that rides those winds. 19 miles per hour to be exact, out of here. You knew that was gone, and it even gets a little splashdown in one of the lakes that are adjoining here at Bruce Bochy Field. Dylan Owens, the big fella, takes it deep. 3-0 Titans. Look at it, there is a great shot right there.
It's a floater.
It's a floater. Let's see if we can take a look there. Dylan Owens completely clears his hips, and you knew it was gone the way he released the bat.
He choked up and just swatted at it.
That's where you got to hit in the park today. You got to use that wind to your advantage. Great start, Eastern Florida.
Sebastian Rivera now the 9-hole hitter with Norberto Navarro on deck. So Rivera, the sophomore center fielder from that left side of the plate. Orlando product out of Timber Creek High School, Avalon Park area. Rivera, the sophomore, looking to move on. And 295, has a home run.
It's got 100. This is 133rd at bat, so he's definitely had some reps this season. 39 hits on the year.
Upstairs. Nice start here for the Titans in the season finale, regular season finale rather. Their season will extend by at least one game tomorrow.
That's
hopefully
a quick
beyond.
turnaround. Yep.
Chopper in play. And we'll take it to first. Not waiting on it was Varela. Just to make sure.
Interesting put out right there.
Did not wait for it to bound foul. So Rivera out, ground out to the catcher.
Yeah, that's you don't call that every day.
2-1.
But you can see how Rivera reacted though. He didn't even move off the plate because he thought that would be foul ball all the way.
Was it off the plate?
Yeah, and
if it's off the plate, that's a foul, right?
That's what I mean. That was a good look right there. But again, Benito Varela, the catcher for Palm Beach State, he made a play to first and got the call. There it is.
You're scoring at home, 2-3 on the putout.
Don't see that every day.
When fouled off is Navarro, top of the order with 2 away. At the bottom of the second, Navarro singled and scored. Had a stolen base on his way around the base paths.
Did his job as leadoff man. Yep. How about that? Single, run scored, and a stolen base. Check, check, check. That's what you need for Navarro as a leadoff guy right there.
Navarro from Puerto Rico, 311, leads the team in 46 runs now, 47 runs, 14 stolen bases. Takes it inside. Base is empty here. 1 run in. And he'll draw the first walk of this game.
Good job right there.
On base for the second time.
That's what you got to do. Any way to get that extra base, get out there. And again, you can see he's already got some dirt on his slacks there. Got that stolen base, and like you said, he scored a run. So if you're Vince Coletti on the mound for Palm Beach State, you have a speedster behind your back there.
I'll twist open the cap and pour some sauce on it. Here's Sammy Duran.
I like saucy Sammy.
Strikeout victim looking his first attempt. Looking to redeem himself here, and he's going to hit it right back to Sparks at first, and that will retire the side, but not before The 1 run on 1 huge hit from Dylan Owens, the home run. And it is 3-0 Titans as we go to the top of the 3rd.
Yeah, it's always fun to see these guys hit it out of the park, and Dylan Owens puts it right in the spot right there in the wind, and he gets his 3rd home run. We're going to take another peek at this as he just absolutely moon blasted this one out of Bruce Bochy Field. Look how he drops his bat.
See how he choked up?
Oh, yeah.
Make sure.
And you can also see the reaction to the left fielder right there. They had no play on it as he kind of pulled off it. That's James Buckley out there in left field. Could do nothing about that one. And 3-0. A great textbook start there for Eastern Florida. Again, fact of the matter is we talked about the Open and what the team was playing for, and we're talking about sophomore pride. You got special players that are in there in the dugout like Navarro, Duran, McFadden, Cordy, Rivera, even the starting pitching. Jack Corbell is a sophomore, and these guys have put a lot of good time there, and Williams is right there sitting in the chair. So, you know, I played a lot of baseball all the way up through high school as well, and the fact of the matter is that, you know, you don't get these days back playing for Eastern Florida and play for Coach Tam. It's been a good 2-year ride for these guys, and, you know, again, get some momentum, go beat St. Petersburg tomorrow, and let the Cards play. Show up, you never know, make a little run.
Excellent point. Corbell will begin his 3rd inning of work.
He's done a nice job so far, Jeff.
Eric has stressed that he needs to go 5. I'm sure Coach Tam wouldn't mind if it went beyond that, should his arm be okay for it.
You can see those are the winds. Those are the winds that are blowing out now from the east to southeast, 19 miles per hour. Good old Glory there. Those colors don't bleed, and that's exactly where the hitters have had success today with the doubles and that home run by Dylan Owens. It's completely blown out there just to the left of the scoreboard. And if you want to get it going, just get it in that wind and it'll ride out of here.
Favoring the right-handed hitters or the lefties going opposite field. Balin Sparks for the 2nd time today will go to the plate, lined out to first. His first attempt, leading hitter on this team at 4:01. Sparks looking to spark something here with his team down 3-0. He'll chop it first pitch, and it is just foul, and I mean by a grain of sand.
That was as close as a Swinley Lint. That was really close. I thought that was a fair ball. We'll have to see if we maybe catch another look at that. That was real close.
Again,
there's a home run shot there, but let's see how this goes right here.
There's no umpire on that side, so that's a tough, subjective call.
Wow, it sure was.
Don't have the benefit of seeing it down the line like we do.
And, you know, the fact is with the extended foul lines here in this ballpark, that ball would have rattled around. That would have easily been a double, possible triple if the ball gets caught up in one of those corners.
1-1 now to Sparks. Bell gets him to pop up. And calling off for this Castillo to get the put out. So Sparks retired for the 2nd time. And that will bring up James Buckley.
You know, Jeff, that's a really good out on Balin Sparks right there for Corbell pitching there to kind of jam him up high and away and to get that easy put out there after possibly a double or a triple on that previous play. Good piece of pitching for Corbell to get Balin Sparks out.
Well, Corbell struck out Buckley in the 1st inning, the left fielder, a sophomore out of Coconut Creek. From that left side of the plate. 4 home runs, 45 RBIs. That's tied for the team lead with Sparks. The 1-0 upstairs, and ahead in the count is Buckley.
Corbell's got those quick feet when he gets that set up there. It's a good frame out there. James Buckley at the plate.
Buckley 2 for 3, RBI and 2 runs scored yesterday. And he will swing through that one, 2-1.
I like when he gets in a sequence right there with those happy feet. It really does work for him.
Happy feet.
Because he really does. He gets that rhythm. He's got that quick tempo.
Be careful. His teammates will start calling him the baby penguin, or you don't want to do that.
Very effective, though. I mean, it's good footwork. Look at that beautiful pitch on the inside.
Strike 2.
I mean, it's effective. I mean, it's baseball. It's the same way as you're a different putter on the links. Everyone's got a different nuance. Go with what works.
2-2.
It's
They'll
low
work
and
on a
away.
shutout. And that one will be lifted high on that right side, and it will drift out of play.
Let's see if
Stay 2-2.
Let's see if Cordy sets up the same way. Kind of down and away here. There's Cordy does a great job. You know, a lot of people, that's basically like the center is in football. Big part of the signal callers is what the catcher does for the pitcher in baseball. That's where he sets up here, Jeff. Oh, he wants him inside.
Corbell studying in on Buckley. The pitch, and a laced shot, luckily foul.
Wow.
And he did not fool him on that one.
Boy, that was a laser shot, Buckley. That thing just hit off that bat. Corbell brought in some heat.
Buckley hit 367, so he can certainly turn on a pitch.
Oh, he definitely turned on that one. You can hear it up here in the press box. Interesting to see if that scares off Corbell, if he's going to go right back at him. He wants it low.
Changes the speed on this one. He does.
Got
He gets
him.
Strike 3. And there are 2 away here in the top of the 3rd. His 4th strikeout.
Let's take a look here. Corbell gets his 4th strikeout. Beautiful. See, check out the windup here. See? Look at that. Gets him jammed. That's a great out right there. That was the previous batter of Balin Sparks to get him jammed up high.
Matt Morales, who had that single, was left stranded in the 1st. Bat on the shoulder here to start. He'll try to lay down a bunt and unable to do so. So foul ball, strike 1.
I'm impressed by Jack Corbell to this point for pitching for Eastern Florida. I really like the action. He looks like he's in his rhythm, even though he's kind of got a quick wind at the way he sets his feet. But the bottom line is it's working for him tonight. And 4 Ks against a very strong Palm Beach State College is a testament to that.
Morales was a problem yesterday for Eastern Florida. Went 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs.
Yeah, that's a forgetful game for Eastern Florida.
Morales already 1 for 1 this afternoon. 2 out here in the top of the 3rd.
So we get a 3 up, 3 down for Jack Corbell.
So 1-1 as he's working from the windup. And it's going to be popped to center field. No problem for Sebastian Rivera. It is 1-2-3. Down go the Panthers in the 3rd. As Corbell now on 4 strikeouts, starting to really heat up.
I like it. First 1-2-3 inning for Jack Corbell, and I'm sure Coach Tam is happy to this point of the output he's getting out of Jack Corbell. As again, we're going to try to get you an update on that Miami-Dade Broward game. The reason why that's significant, the fact is Palm Beach State, the visitors here today, they're locked tied in the Southern Conference for first place with Miami-Dade.
Well, not anymore. Miami-Dade wins the conference championship with the win today.
There it is.
So Palm Beach now relegated to 2nd. The final score was 6-2 over Broward. So should the Palm Beach come back today, they can finish tied record-wise, but Miami-Dade, by virtue of a tiebreaker of head-to-head, will have the championship. So they've clinched it. So congratulations to Miami-Dade. Palm Beach in a good place, though. They're going into the playoffs no matter what happens here today.
Yeah, nice job for Michael Parsons. Talk about get instantaneous information. Michael Parsons, manager of athletic communications for Eastern Florida, just gave us that info. So 6-2 winners Miami-Dade. How about that?
Service with a smile.
Just came back from a wedding in England. He was in a wedding in a castle. How about that for Mike Parsons? I guess we've got some royalty there. There's our camera crew. Good job, everybody, this season. Put a lot of hours in there to set it up, and you do such a professional job. And again, it's just quite an honor here to be part of WEFS-TV.
Across the way, the King Center. This is sadly our last broadcast of the season. What are we going to do all summer? Maybe go on vacation?
Yeah, that might be
I think that's in the cards for a lot of the crew.
Maybe
well
some
deserved.
camping. Yeah, absolutely. Maybe some camping with the family.
Sounds good. And it's Eastern Florida batting here, bottom of the third, already with a 3-0 lead. Jacob McFadden going to work. The RBI double in the first to get things started for Eastern Florida.
I met his father, Alan McFadden, prior to our broadcast, and came up and had some special words for us. Said we're doing a good job, and wished him luck. And I felt that Jacob's got the talent to make that next level. So many thanks for your support, the McFadden family.
8 home runs, 37 runs batted in coming into this afternoon. Not a guy you want to make a mistake to.
No.
Is Coletti already trailing 3-0. And gets him to chase. We'll have to complete the strikeout, throwing to first, and Varela able to do just that. So McFadden down, and that will bring up Jeff Cordy.
Jeff Cordy comes to the plate. Got that single RBI in the first. And Jeff Cordy, as you said, has had a lot of good playing days here as a local boy.
RBI single in the first.
He's done a nice job behind the dish defensively, too, in managing Jack Corbell.
Oh, it slips behind.
Got the good crunch right there.
We have microphones in the dirt, apparently.
How about that? Some little Frosted Flakes.
Snap, crackle, pop. I think of the Rice Krispies. Do not have a breakfast sponsor here on WEFS.
I'm sure Jeff Carr wouldn't mind another sponsor here to keep on pushing this facilities forward.
Cordy swing and a miss. Now it's a ball, 2 strikes. 4 strikeouts so far for Coletti, but 3 runs allowed, all earned.
Baseball is such a great spectator sport. It's one of these sports you just got to be in person.
So both of these teams locked in their final positions in the conference race. As the Panthers second, the Titans third.
Again, the game time tomorrow for Eastern Florida now. They're going to play St. Petersburg at Polk State.
Not a far drive if you want to go.
Winter Haven, Florida. And first pitch is set for 4:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Cordy draws the walk. That's the second base on balls for Coletti. Runner aboard with 1 out for Alien Morejo, the designated hitter.
You know, I've always thought that over time that catchers would be really good hitters, just for the fact that they know pitchers and nuances, idiosyncrasies, that they know what's coming their way. Great job for Cordy, second time on base tonight.
You certainly have to have a certain mentality to play catcher, because you're taking a beating constantly, and I'm sure that transfers over to the plate sometimes.
Yeah, it's got to be a physical grind.
Get
to
that
kind of
crouch
be in that
all
position.
day.
Yeah. And as you said, you get a couple shots sometimes, maybe a foul tip kind of hits you.
Yeah.
Not expecting it.
Tough to carry that energy back over to the plate. It's sucked up sitting there in the sun. 0-1 for Morejo. That one's a ball. The runner at first is Jeff Cordy, on for the second time. Not a threat to steal, as we said back in the first inning.
It's a good look there. Coletti on the mound there. Cordy back behind him at first.
Morejo will watch that one sail outside. Varela framed it out.
Coletti lost release point there. Lost control of the spin there. That's why it went low and away.
2-1, boy, hitters count here. And tries to go golfing. Foul ball off the plate that time, as Cordy will take the free walk back to first, and it is now a 2-2 count on Morejo.
Got a little activity in the bullpen for Palm Beach State. Looks like they've called up number 20, Chris Kachmar, right-handed pitcher, a sophomore in Greenville, Pennsylvania, is warming up for Palm Beach State.
Sure, by now Coach Forbes has heard the news. But no matter what they do here today, they're locked into second place. Still ranked 15th in the country, so still a threat to go far.
Absolutely.
Win a state championship, perhaps get into that national conversation again.
They can hit. There's Catchmar right there, number 20. But basically they can hit, but that team ERA is special, as you said, 9th in the country.
3-2 Morejo running is Cordy, and doesn't matter. It's a walk. Third base on balls for Coletti, starting to lose the hold of this one.
So back-to-back walks for Vince Coletti. And we're curious to see Kyle Forbes of how long he will stay with Vince Coletti, as they're buying some time right there at the mound.
Coletti entered this game 17 walks, 38 strikeouts. Not necessarily a bad ratio, but
yeah, almost 9 strikeouts a game.
He's got 4 strikeouts and now 3 walks in this one.
So that's a good play there for the catcher there to kind of go out there, buy a little time for a young gun that's in the pen right now. That's Catchmar, to warm up, to give him a couple pitches, but also just to kind of see if he maybe can get a brief reset
there you go.
after back-to-back walks. And there you can see now they're going to have another conference meeting at the mound.
This is not to talk about candlesticks, I don't think. Or breathing through your eyelids.
Oh, one of the best baseball movies ever. Talking about candlesticks.
Let's get back to it.
But again, big setup for tomorrow, though, Jeff. As again, this game is kind of moot now for both teams. Again, the pride for obviously Eastern Florida for the sophomores. They're lacing up for the first and last time.
Want to win here on the home finale, especially after the last 2 games here.
Yeah, but it's 4:30 tomorrow. Again, they're going to play St. Petersburg. Eastern Florida has not faced St. Petersburg this season, so that'll be interesting to see. And that's the wild card game, 4:30 tomorrow, and the winner of that game advances to the FCSAA state tournament beginning May 5th down in Lakeland, Florida, the home of the Detroit Tigers.
Game tomorrow, a special affair maybe for Jacob McFadden going against the St. Pete team, as he's started St. Pete Catholic as a high schooler. And Coletti maybe facing his final batter here. Castillo a strikeout victim back in the first, and Coletti could use that right now with runners on first and second and 1 out. There's a strike.
Sometimes you just need to kind of break in the action to kind of reset your sequence as a pitcher. Even count.
Swing and a miss.
It's a good pitch there. High gas, high heat. Gets Castillo to swing. Now he's up in the count. This is where a lot of pitchers obviously are more effective if they're not in the trail position. They're ahead on the count 1-2.
Bring a defensive posture at the plate for Castillo, perhaps. So he can hold off on that one, able to do so.
Good camera work there. Frame out the players involved and zoomed out to center field. Crew does a great job here.
No doubt. Cordy at second. Morejo at first. On via the walk, swing and a miss. Tipped into the glove, and it is strike 3.
It's a good strikeout there. A good reset there to gather the troops to maybe get Vince Coletti to settle down. Castillo, no chance on that pitch right there, low and away. And a good job by Benito Varela to field that pitch in the glove to get strike number 3.
5th strikeout. Maybe a stay here for Coletti. Get himself out of this inning with 2 out, 2 aboard. Corneal, ground out victim back in the second, last inning. And kind of so-so'd that one.
Yep.
Strike 1.
Didn't commit. It's rung up, strike 1.
Coletti checking the runners. Did the same thing, had him guessing strike 2.
Wow. Just didn't like what he saw back-to-back times. See what Coletti's going to bring here for the 3rd pitch.
Is he brave enough to just try to mow him down in 3 straight? No. It's a wild pitch. Runners will advance. So now couple of RBIs there, a couple of ducks on that pond for Corneal, but he's down in the count.
Yeah, that definitely got away. There was no chance for catcher Varela to field that pitch. Was way down in the dirt, had some action on it. And runners now advance to second and third. A little two-out rally here possibly for Eastern Florida.
Corneal 1-2. And got a piece of it. Stay alive.
Sure did. That pitch was way outside the strike zone. That was way high because Corneal's a big target, big frame at the plate. Got chased in that one. Good thing that Varela couldn't get a handle on that. Would have been strike 3.
Oh, try to take some speed off of that one. Couldn't steer it back. 2-2.
Yeah, you can see there Coletti on the mound. They're kind of working that baseball again. Lost control of that speed. Throwing those off-speed and curveballs, you really need to get that good grip on the ball for your release point.
Corneal, strike 3 call. And that will strand the 2 runners. So those 2 runners getting on by benefit of 2 walks and no harm done.
Just a great pitch. And look, you can see that Corneal was just handcuffed. He just didn't feel good at that at bat. He had first 2 strikes on check swings. And Coletti kind of had him where he wanted. Fact of the matter is he got out of there with no damage done, giving up back-to-back walks.
See if that's the last inning for Coletti as Corbell races back out to the mound to pitch his 4th inning here. And has had an early nice outing so far.
Yeah, Corbell's been really good. You know, great outing. But again, Coletti there has had 6 strikeouts but has yielded 3 runs. And so far so good. The shutout is working for Jack Corbell. Great look at the campus here. Panning out, you can see all the real estate that's around this area. Right across the street there's the new softball complex.
Yep. Some work going on in the parking lot I experienced last week.
Yeah.
And to find a new way out.
They're building a new student union, which is really going to create some culture for some of the student athletes. And we've actually had a good crowd that come out there. Hello there,
How
fan.
are you, sir?
It's actually a beautiful day. It's a great day to just come out here and check out some baseball.
I remember, there's no admission.
Yeah.
So where are you going to get the free baseball, you know?
Yeah, free baseball, yeah. But if you've not had a chance to step foot on the campus of Eastern Florida here in Melbourne, a lot of people have come through this school, and a lot of people do remember it as Brevard Community College, but the new branding now is Eastern Florida State College. But if you haven't been here in a couple years, you'll just be blown away by the expansion of these facilities and just everything that's coming good for Eastern Florida.
Be Morick, Schwimmer, and Donju. 4,
Say that
5,
3
6.
times.
Morick will lead things off. Had a single in the 1st inning. He will start out the 4th.
I think this would be a good shot of confidence, a little bit of a boost going into tomorrow's wild card game if they can keep this thing going for Eastern Florida.
And Eastern Florida will head over to Winter Haven, neutral site, take on St. Pete. Fouled off. St. Pete finishing 3rd in that Suncoast Conference, behind Polk State and State College of Florida, Manatee, Sarasota.
And remember, fans, it's a one and done. That wild card game. You got to win to advance, or you lose, you go home.
The 0-1. Even 1-1 now.
Cleanup hitter is Morick. He had a single in the 1st. Defensively plays 3rd base for Palm Beach State.
Corbell just misses.
So far, some good production for Corbell on the mound there tonight, stepping up. Only his 2nd start of the season.
2 balls and a strike, the count on Evan Morick.
Check out his quick progression there. It should be a routine play, but it's not for Navarro.
Had a little trouble. And on via the error is Morick.
Yeah, it looks like Navarro almost maybe took his eyes off the plate there. Eyes off the ball, I should say. And this is not the stat you want to have. It's 25th error of the season for Navarro. Again, the sun's not in his face right there. Maybe it took a bad hop. Yeah, a little higher hop, but he looked like he wanted to throw before he actually fielded the ball first.
Well, a runner on, nobody out. Perhaps a chance to get an inning going. Derek Schwimmer, who flied out to Sammy Duran in right in the first inning to end that inning. Schwimmer 1 for 3 with a run yesterday. His throw back to Morick. No stolen bases for Morick this year.
See Corbell, what he's going to work here out of the stretch here. Leadoff runner here, no outs.
One a little low and gets away from Cordy, so back-to-back miscues. Have a runner now on second.
This is the kind of the first somewhat adversity Jack has kind of felt here. Positive side though, he's in the lead here. He's got run support up 3-0. But you don't want to get Palm Beach State kicking in high gear though. This team is explosive and they're 15th in the country for a reason.
Schwimmer ahead in the count. Checking the runner, Morick. Here comes Corbell. Lace to Duran. Will have to let it drop in front. And the runners will be on the corners after the base hit for Derek Schwimmer.
Yeah, good hit for Derek Schwimmer there. But again, you can go back to, as we talked about in the broadcast, as errors in the game, they seem to manifest themselves into other items. The fact of the matter is you get that error on Navarro, then a pass ball, and then a single, and just like that, you got runners first and third, nobody out. Little things can kill you in baseball. Unforced errors.
Joey Donju flied out to third. And now an RBI opportunity here. Nobody out. His team trailing 3-0. Corbell not getting much assistance.
Just needs to get this first out of the inning. Be ideal to try to get a 6-4
Throws first, trying to pick him off. He's safe.
Oh, he had him too, Jeff. Good move right there. Caught the runner leaning towards second. Almost got him. Been a great way to pick up that first out with no run scored.
Corbell checking. Waiting is Jonju. And he will take it opposite field. Duran will not get there. A run will score at the minimum. Throw back to third. And runners are safe at first and second. So an RBI single for Donju.
Yeah, again, the same spot there out to right field. Kind of like a little squibber, though. Falls in front of Sammy Duran. And again, just like that, smooth sailing for Jack Corbell. But again, defensively, he's not having any support this inning. To see how it flew it down here. Again, it wasn't a lot of power behind this hit, but it just hits in a perfect spot. And it falls in. Now look, the leadoff man, the cutoff, he's trying to go to third. The runner that was at second base overshot the base. If they get a quick throw back there, they could have got the tag out. But bottom line, no outs. Palm Beach is on the board.
With an unearned run.
Yeah.
So put an asterisk by that one. Now everybody earned.
And again, you can see. Again, Jeff, right there, you can see how an error has just kick-started a set of sequences that you don't need.
It's been a familiar refrain. Now Benito Varela, catcher, who struck out in the second. Now runners on first and second, still nobody out, one in. Stepping off the mound.
And right here, if you're Jack right there, you got runners at first and second. Nobody wants to kind of keep that runner at second honest. You got to focus on the plate right here. You got nobody out. Now they cut into your lead. You're only up by 2 runs.
Corbell went outside. It's 2-0. We're badly needing an out at the Titans here.
Kick started by an error. Let's see if we can put out a little bit of the fire here.
Varela 3 for 4 with an RBI yesterday. The sophomore out of Miami. A stretch and the pitch. And fouled straight up off to the right. Chance at making a play here and able to do so. McFadden, there's one away. So that will help the cause.
Big time. And again, Dylan Owens, you can see with the way
Dylan
the sun,
Owens,
the way Dylan Owens is coming in, the way the sun's starting to set right there and the wind's prevailing. Again, that's not it seems like a routine play, and it should be, but the way the sun and the wind's going right now, that's a good put out for Corbell to get that one out here first and second here.
So conditioned to see McFadden at first. As Owens getting the start there today.
See if the defense can help him out here. How about a 6-4-3 double play?
Order up. Ramon Machado had a double last time up. Was left stranded.
That's a huge out there to get that little pop out there to Dylan Owens for Corbell. First time he's kind of pressing some adversity here tonight.
One out, one run already in. Again, trying to go the opposite way.
Well, it's been the popular spot there for Palm Beach State this inning. They're working that right field. And again, that's another spot there. You hit a spot there, right fielder Sammy Duran. You're working against that sun as well.
Swung on, that's going to be a base hit. Rounding third, headed for home is Schwimmer. It's a 3-2 game on RBI single for Ramon Machado.
Great piece of hitting right there for Ramon Machado, the DH tonight for Palm Beach State. Just absolutely laces one down the third base line. And just like that, it's 3-2. The lead's been trimmed to 1. This just kind of reaches down and slaps it and just puts in a spot. Nobody home there. And McFadden can do nothing there except for just get it back to the infield. And again, Palm Beach State, explosive team. And right now they're taking advantage of their opportunity that was kick-started by an error in the infield.
Swindley Lint, strikeout victim back in the second. It's one away, and the lead now tenuous as the runner in scoring position at second is Janju. Trying to bunt his way over. Does have the out available to do that. This is a team that loves to sacrifice.
So you got to find ways to win, and this team has found that way. Small ball works for them, so keep going out to the well.
That one got away upstairs. You mentioned small ball. Gone are the days of the old, LSU gorilla ballers.
Oh yeah. We hosted them in 2000, I believe. It was actually in Tinker Field, which was adjacent to the Citrus Bowl at that time. That was back in 2000. And that was the first time I'd seen a university tailgate baseball games with the LSU Tigers.
It's crazy. They're College World Series regulars, but Warren Morris won it on a home run. I'm trying to remember what year that was. It was like 99, 2000-ish.
Yeah, that was a special time. That was a special time for UCF baseball too. They made some runs there in the early 2000s. See if Jack can get back here. Again, I was calling for 5 innings. Can he get there? Nobody's working out in the bullpen either.
That one outside. And Lint trying to turn the order over here. He's ahead in the count 3-1. Runners on first and second, 2 runs in. And the error really started it off.
Sticking in the side right now. And it looks like Corbell's just kind of off sequence. Looks like he's pressing a little bit right now And again, a dangerous time to get behind on the count.
So it'll be chopped to the left side, fielded foul.
All right, this is a good opportunity. You got to strike number 2 now. You got a full count here, runners at first and second. It'll be very interesting to see what Cordy looks in the dugout, what call he wants. And he just takes a glance in the dugout, gets that call. So let's see how he frames out behind the dish there. Hometown kid right there. He's had a great career here at Eastern Florida and in his playing career altogether. Good local product, Jeff Cordy.
Lint 1 for 4 with an RBI yesterday, batting .226 coming in. I'll chop it left side and booted by Cornell. Pick up, everybody will be safe. So second error of the inning will extend things.
Well, you kind of wish that Cornell could have bottled that up, but the bottom thing is if there's a silver lining, he keeps the ball in front of it. That squirts through his legs and get out to the left. We got ourselves a tied ball game. This ball was hard hit to the corner. They call it the hot corner for a reason. And he's playing up a little bit, just doesn't cleanly field it, but the bottom line, he keeps it down in front. The runners do advance, you got bases loaded, but the fact is the double play is still in play.
Lint aboard via the error, and now you got Balin Sparks, and now you're in a world of hurt. And I think Corbell didn't see anybody warming up out there, so this may be a chance to get somebody going, or maybe just a talk from Jeff Tam.
Yeah, there's definitely nobody in the bullpen warming up. So again, you know, coach's words out there, it's just say, calm down, let's just get that second out. And you know Coach Tam's been on the other side of that situation. And the best part about Coach Tam, he's going to tell you, he lets you know where you stand right away. He's not going to sugarcoat what's going on.
No. I'm sure he drinks his coffee straight.
And just settle down there. And that's a good framework by our camera crew right there. Coach Tam and Jeff Cordy and Jack Corbell. The trifecta there. And just kind of like little words of encouragement. Let's just get out of this inning. Boy, a double play would taste delicious right now.
Bases are corroded. And here is Balin Sparks, not who you want to see, a 400 hitter. Been able to retire him twice so far.
Yeah, this is a dangerous spot. This is a special player for Coach Forbes and Balin Sparks, the leadoff man. He pretty much does everything. Dangerous spot for Jack Corbell.
Sparks kicks and fires. Strike.
Words of wisdom from Coach Tam.
Now he can work to that windup again, though.
Absolutely.
With the bases full, no place to put anybody.
And that's where he's good in this situation. You saw he got in some trouble in the stretch.
Time call. Sparks will back out. Boy, a hit away from really putting a damper on this one for the Titans. Oh. Ball.
But great observation there in that he gets back to the sequence where he likes to set up on the mound. He kind of has that quick rhythm there with his feet, but the fact it works for him in this inning when he was forced to go that stretch, Jeff, as you said, is that just kind of knocked him off rhythm.
Swung away, right side. Going to be a tough play for Duran, able to make the catch. That will at least score one on the sacrifice. Nicely backed up, though. Corbell backing up the plate to keep the damage at 1, but able to get that second out. And we are tied at 3, so the sac fly for Balin Sparks.
Yeah, and I think that's a great out right there. The fact of the matter is you hate giving up a 3-run lead. Now knotted up at 3 apiece, but the bottom line is getting out number 2 is crucial because now you wipe off that runner at third base. Let's just get out of this inning because Eastern Florida can score some runs, but you want to keep the damage to 3 right here.
Runner still at first and second, though, for James Buckley, looking to avoid a 3-time strikeout in this game. Quick chip off the mound. And that third base open, maybe trying to put some pressure on there at second, Ramon Machado.
Well, this would be great. Jack has mowed down Buckley 2 times, 2 strikeouts tonight. It'd be great to get that third right here.
Pulls the string, misses the target.
Doesn't get the call, but I like the action on the pitch there. Let's take out the shot here. Sammy Duran makes the play, but kind of overthrows that. A great job by Jack Corbell to back up Cordy behind the plate, because that was a wild throw from Duran in from right field to home plate.
And trying to get him with the off speed. Missing. It's 2-0.
Just didn't have the action on that pitch. Just stayed high.
Still nobody up in the Titans bullpen. We're in the top of the 4th. It was a 3-0 lead for Eastern Florida. Now 15th ranked, nationally ranked Palm Beach State Panthers have stormed back.
Kind of the ebbs and flows. Right now Palm Beach State's on a 3-run run.
Low 3-0.
Yeah, this is a danger. So you can't be down 3-0 count here. You got to get that ball into play here. Get that third out. Because this is the heart of the order that's coming at you at full speed. And Palm Beach State, they find ways to win.
I think Buckley will be taken all the way with a chance to load the bases, and he will do just that. First base on balls for Jack Corbell, who has been taken out of his rhythm. A couple early inning errors.
On the positive side, ground ball, you get the force and get out of this inning. But again, you're getting deeper in this order here. Now Matt Morales in the 3-hole.
Bases loaded again, the 9th hitter to come to bat this inning. Lentz now at second, Machado at third, and Buckley via the walk at first. From the stretch, pitch, strike. So again, I'm not the stretch, the wind up. Wind up doing wonders here.
Morales got his 50th hit of the season, number 13 at the plate right now for Palm Beach. See if Jack Corbell can kind of work this being up on the count.
And this will be lifted foul, the right side. If that landed in, that would have been trouble.
Yeah, because everybody was on their horses there. They've at least got 2 runs there that stays in play. There's Sammy Duran there. Saucy Sammy. Right fielder got some Sports Center love just a few weeks back. Really special for the brand of Eastern Florida getting that national exposure.
It wasn't so satisfied with that. Came back after that inning and jacked a home run over the left field fence.
Yeah, we called for a parlay and we got that. That was the night to play the lottery.
Matt Morales here. Chance to do damage. 2 away. Bases are juiced.
Here we go. Big framework here by our Tamara crew. Let's see where Cordy's calling for this pitch. He wants it low and inside. Let's see if he can deliver. Jack Corbell.
The 0-2 to the Wellington native, and that one's inside.
You know, dangerous spot there. You're calling for that pitch to get him to chase, Jeff. But the fact is, you know, Cordy's got to protect that ball, too, to not get by. You know, pass ball or a wild pitch there. Cordy's got his hands full as well, calling those pitches there. He's sending the signal right there.
Ball 2 strikes to Morales. He'll take all the way. That was close.
Oh.
Not close enough.
Wasn't close enough for Kevin Exler to bring him up.
2-2.
Oh, that was close. That was a good pitch.
Going to be forced to make a pitch here.
Little chess match here. 2-2 count. Bases loaded.
And it will be popped up. Not going to be an easy play, though. Coming in from shortstop, and catching it is Rivera, and the inning comes to an end after 9 players come to the plate for Palm Beach. 2 runs, make that 3 runs on 3 hits and 2 errors. 3 were left, though, and no further damage as Eastern Florida now in a 3-3 tie.
Yeah, definitely 3s were wild there, but again, it just kick-starts. The fact is, you know, you just hate going back to it, but you have that leadoff error, and look how it just kicked off the sequence of events in a negative manner. And we're going to have a new pitcher for Palm Beach State. It'll be Chris Katchmar that was warming up in the bullpen earlier. Kind of a lean product, 6'3" sophomore, right-handed pitcher out of Greenville, Pennsylvania. And he'll be the new pitcher for Palm Beach State. The Panthers, they're known, donning the green and gold this evening.
He'll be making his 13th appearance of the season. 2.86 ERA. Coming a long way from Pennsylvania, as you said.
Yeah, sure is. But he's got a lot of innings worked, though. 15 and a third innings, 38 hits, 23 runs, 16 of those earned runs, 17 walkouts, and 43 strikeouts. So he does, Coach Forbes does get a lot of innings worked here for Chris Katchmar.
So Chris Katchmar, the catch-all pitcher on the staff, huh?
There you go. How about that?
As we to the bottom of the fourth, the Titans will have to go to work and retake the lead. Be Corneal, Owens, and Rivera, first three batters to face one Chris Katchmar.
Yep, 3 runs given up. Corbell was smooth runnings there, the pitcher for Eastern Florida tonight. But a couple unforced errors there. Kind of kick-started an event where Palm Beach State did their job. They took advantage of the little crease in their opportunity and scored 3 runs. We're all knotted up at 3 apiece. Just a gorgeous day here on the Atlantic coast. There's Jack Corbell.
Coming up on 6:30 in the p.m. So we head into the evening. Yeah, Corbell did a lot of work in that last inning.
Sure did. But he got out of there. It's 3-3, and again, now we got to lean back on the bats of Eastern Florida. They average almost 8 runs a game, so they do have run production. They need it right now.
From Corbell, we go to Corneal to lead things off. Ground it out to third in the second inning. His second at-bat.
The Owens is due up here for Eastern Florida.
Well, my scorecard is wrong.
Dylan had that wonderful home run. Took it yard there in the second inning. A solo shot that made it out in the pond.
And this will be an infield pop-up. Thrown on to first. So my apologies on the ID. Got to figure out what did Corneal do to end the last inning. Nothing like a messed up scorecard, okay? So Owens retired.
Sebastian Rivera is due up. Good hustle play for Owens, but not in time to get safe at first. 1 out here in the 4th.
Seba grounded out to first. Actually, no, grounded out to the catcher. That
Yep.
weird play. 2-3.
That was a 2-3.
Yeah. Not talking about 2 balls, 3 strikes. Did not strike out. This time we'll foul it off to the left. Rivera, left side of the plate, batting .295. All the energy that the Titans lineup was providing early in this game has disappeared, and as soon as I say that, it's Rivera to send it deep to right. It will go to the fence. Rivera on his high horse. He will round second, and then now he's caught in a pickle. Have to hustle back. He is out. So a base running error there. Got a little too excited. So Rivera a double and then thrown out.
It looked like he was going 3 all the way. I don't know what stopped the hesitation there. He's on this high horse. When you make that round into the second base, you got to keep coming to third. Let's take a look here. I mean, it's a great play down there. Deep shot in right field. And again, the right fielder does not field it cleanly here. So he tries to knock it down with one hand, does not, and again, against the grain. And Rivera would have been easily in at third base. I mean, it was a good cutoff throw, but the fact of the matter is Rivera was high-speed pursuit. And I don't know what got him to call off the dogs there.
Yeah, Rivera, with some pace, could have made it. And this should end the inning. Schwimmer making back-to-back plays here. And 1, 2, 3 go the Titans as Navarro retired. And we'll go to the top of the 5th.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate right there, because that play right there, Navarro hits out to right field. That could have been a sac fly ribby to bring in Rivera. I just, You know, at
Yeah,
this
you get
stage
caught
of the
between
game.
two minds. That sometimes happens, but yeah, that's costly.
Yeah, I mean, it's just tough. I mean, you got the last game of the year here, and again, he was on his wheels here.
So take a look and see if there was maybe a sign thrown up to slow it down or to.
But check it out. See, the right fielder tries to throw it down. He gets caught on the fence. And look, Rivera is all the way halfway to the bag to third base, and he just gets frozen.
They might have had him at third.
I don't know.
We'll have to see a different angle to get an idea. The pace it, you never know until it happens on a bang-bang play. But
well, we're dealing with hypotheticals, but you can see that the wind is in play there tonight, and that's why he was that right fielder was thrown against the grain there, and Rivera's got wheels, and he was full speed in. You know, Jeff, it could have been a bang-bang play, but the fact of the matter, this is the last game of the year. You're tied at 3 apiece, and then the next batter hits a possible sac fly rib, you get back in the lead.
Did he run through a stop sign, though? I have to see. The Tam put the hands up. Let's see if we can take a look back and see if that had happened.
It's all a moot point now.
Yeah,
but,
it is.
Let's see there. Couple coaches there. Head Coach Tam and Coach Soto. And there's another young man right there sitting there. That's J.P. Williams, number 12. Sitting there, right there in the front row with Soto and Tam.
Take a look at what happened on that play over at third base. Oh, that's where they tagged him out at second. So
yeah, that was a good bang play, but it was close, but he was frozen. I don't know what the call was or whatever it is, but bottom line is that
it was a heck of a throw from right.
Sure was.
Schwimmer. Back to work they go. Evan Morick led off the fourth by reaching an error. That set the unfortunate events in motion. Lemony Snicket's would have been proud.
Here's Corbell, and just as we called earlier, try to get 5 innings. We finally have some action in the bullpen, so this may be the last inning for Corbell, and hopefully to his flavor, can maybe be a 1-2-3 inning.
Lifted high in the air, settling under for the easy put out will be Rivera, 1 away. Now Derek Schwimmer. I'm sure he gets jokes about Ross, Chandler, Joey, Rachel, Monica, Phoebe, huh?
That's a good put out here in center field. Kind of a routine play there for Rivera, out number 1 here, top of the 5th.
Schwimmer, the freshman right fielder out of Port St. Lucie. We'll chop it up the middle. It could be a tough play. It will be. Call that an infield hit. Straight up the gut. And Schwimmer aboard for the second time.
Yeah, back-to-back singles for Derek Schwimmer, right fielder, number 1. And that was going to be a tough play, but fact of the matter is, base runner for Palm Beach State.
Joey Donju, the last inning, had the sacrifice. The RBI. I'm sorry, scored on the sacrifice, had the RBI single, and eventually made it around.
You can see Castillo just could not get a clean look against the grain. Bottom line, it drops in. We'll score that as a single.
Corbell looks like he's going to finish out the 5th. Eat up some of those innings. A little pitch out to check the runner Schwimmer at first. Schwimmer, a threat to steal, has 5 bags taken. 1-0 the count. Donju squaring to bunt and bunts it foul.
Warming up for Eastern Florida is Hector Abreu. He's had 11 appearances this spring for Coach Tam's bullpen. That's Hector Abreu. There's a good shot at the bullpen pin. Nice little cam shot right there. Blue skies, just a beautiful evening here. As you said, sun-drenched coast, Melbourne, Florida.
Sun-drenched. Trying to bunt again. That's a good one down the left line. And able to beat out the throw. So a bunt base hit for John Chu.
And He has his back-to-back singles there. Great play there by Joey Donju, number 5. You can see they're talking to one of his coaches at first base.
The first bunt attempt, the first two left a lot to be desired, but that's the one that counts.
Yeah, that was tough too. And Cornell with that size there, the ball just kind of stops in the grass. And Cornell tries to make the throw too late there to Dylan Owens. And just like that, first and second for Palm Beach State.
Just one out, Benito Varela. The throw outside, nicely blocked by Cordy. And runners at first and second, one away. Palm Beach looking to take a lead after falling behind 3-0. Benito Varela, the catcher, 0 for 2 today. Schwimmer at second takes a strike. Count evens at a ball and a strike.
And Corbell, looks like this may be his last inning of work here, number 6 for Eastern Florida. Again, back-to-back innings, getting a little bit of trouble here, first and second.
Well, again, we talked about it in the open. What is the common denominator of this game? What does it mean considering what's on the line tomorrow and how you have to approach it as a coach and how do you approach this as a player? You want to have that winning feeling. You want to have the hit parade coming. You want guys confident.
Yeah, you want that energy going into that wild card game. That's a big game tomorrow. It's a new season upon itself. Great pitch by Jack Corbell.
At the same time, you don't want to waste the pitching.
Abreu is in the bullpen for Eastern Florida.
2-2.
Take a look there, starting pitcher Jack Corbell, just only his second start of the season. Usually comes in relief.
Chopped into the dugout.
This would be a great opportunity for Jeff Cordy back behind the dish to call something low and away. See if he can get Varela to chase something to get out number 2.
Good time for the double dip. Double play. There's that first and second, the one out.
Let's see what Cordy calls in here behind the plate.
The 2-2 to Varela. And popped up. Running in is Rivera. He will call off Navarro, and that will be the second out of the inning.
Good job by Rivera there, center fielder there, number 24, to call off the shortstop, Norberto Navarro. He had the best angle to field that for out number 2. You could hear him clearly here in the press box. That's what you got to do. Communication's key when you got one of those tweeners. They're just on the outside field. You can see Navarro right there. He backpedals, but see, he's not in that position. That's why it's a good point in the center fielder to call him off, which he does. And you can see the body language of Navarro. He holds off. Out number 2. Big out there for Jack Corbell in Eastern Florida.
Ramon Machado, last inning an RBI single, had a double back in the second, 2 for 2. Has a runner in scoring position, but with 2 out. So need to cool him off. A foul ball, strike 1. Machado out of Jupiter in 2 for 2, a run scored on an RBI yesterday.
See if Jack can finish this 5th inning here at 3 apiece.
And that one low.
Didn't get the rotation, so it stayed a little high. 1-1.
Can happen to work from the stretch. Not quite the same feeling.
Seems more proficient.
That one takes a wicked hop. A little backhand throw to get the runner at second. And that's 3 outs.
Yeah, that's
a
3
little
outs.
indecision there.
Yeah.
The throw on to third just to be safe to get that 4th out.
You're trying to work for your fourth out there. I guess anything goes here. What we called the 2-3 play earlier.
Yeah, John G, the force out at second. Nice play.
Really nice
Look
play.
forward to take a look at that, but wanted to get that fourth out at third just to be safe.
No, that was really a great play there. Backhanded throw to get the force at second. And to get out of the inning as you had runners on first and second base.
Couple of hits, no runs that time. A couple left.
Let's take a look at this. Great play by Navarro there. Kind of a backhanded flip to Castillo to get out number 2. And then Castillo's hearing from the dugout. It's like, hey, guys, that's 3. That's 3 outs. You can see the dugout there of Eastern Florida. They were yelling out. It's like, whoa, that's the 3rd out. Hey, but it counts, and they're out of there.
Oh. Well, let's see if that closes the book on Corbell. So he got to the 5 innings that you requested. I believe Duran, McFadden, and Cordy, if my scorecard is correct, this inning.
Let's see what we can muster up here in the 5th inning. Again, if you're just joining us, we just found out earlier in the broadcast that Miami-Dade defeated Broward 6-2, and that's significant for Palm Beach State because now Palm Beach State finished 2nd in the Southern Conference, and now the Titans are already shored up the wild card game. They go on the road tomorrow to Polk State, where they will play St. Petersburg in the wild card game in a one and done scenario for Eastern Florida. So a new season starts tomorrow for Coach Tam's Titans.
Yeah, Miami-Dade's win rendered this effectively meaningless, this game, but don't tell that to Coach Tam. Well, the guys in that dugout, they want to play this final game on their home field and come out victorious as Corbell getting a full 5 innings.
I was impressed with Corbell. I really did. If that's his last inning of work, I think he did what he needed to do.
Yeah.
Again, you're going against a buzzsaw, Palm Beach State. An error really didn't help him.
Yeah, so one of those runs unearned.
In the 4th, but the fact of the matter is he came in and had a good pitching output. I mean, it was only his 2nd start of the year, so nice job, Jack Corbell.
Kachmar on his 2nd inning of work. That one outside. Ball 2 strikes. Here on Saucy Sammy.
Sammy can get going here.
Yeah, he's 0 for 2.
Yeah, 0 for 2.
The 1-2. He'll pop that one up to straightaway center. Settling is Donju. And one away.
Good look at the center field there, getting that first out here in the bottom of the 5th. Sammy Duran trots off with the little words from Coach Tam. This is the young man with this wind. If he turns on this one, it'll be 4-3 very quickly.
McFadden, the left fielder today, had a RBI double and scored in the 1st. And he'll swing away and miss that one. 0-1.
Jacob's got the power. He's got all the tools, got all the skills.
Entered this game hitting .336 with 8 long balls. That went upstairs. Count evens at a ball and a strike.
That was a good eye. Kachmar tries to see if he can get him to chase something high and away.
Upstairs. 2-1. Hitters count for Jacob McFadden now.
Kachmar's got that big frame, so it looks all so smooth. And then he's got it at a release point. Down 2-1 the count.
Takes a little bit off. It's going to be rolled foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That pitch had some velocity out of Kachmar. As you said, 2nd inning of work there. Good look there at Jacob McFadden. He's had a strong year. He's got some impressive numbers. I'm sure he'd love to get that 9th home run right here.
McFadden, pop it high in the sky. Matt Morales, it's short. He'll make the put out 2 away. So 2 pop flies.
Now batting 115, Jeff Cordy.
Jeff Cordy will be next as we take a look back.
Just gets under it right here. He's got the power, just chops under it. Easy put out there at shortstop. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th.
Cordy officially 1 for 1, singled, an RBI single rather in the first, and walked, advanced to third on a wild pitch. Couldn't get him home though back in the 3rd. So needs to be a 2-out hitter here, trying to get something started, the Spark Man.
The young man out of Melbourne, Florida, local product. He's had a good career in the Titans uniform. Be nice to see if he could be a catalyst here to kickstart something off in the 5th.
He and Sammy Duran playing their final home game here, the former Mel High products. And it will be a 1-2-3 for the Titans. His put out is made, and it will remain a 3-3 game.
Short work for Kachmar right there.
We'll take a quick timeout, come back. 3-3 between the Panthers and the Titans here on WEFS.
Join local sportscaster Eric Kohler as he hosts Eastern Florida State College coaches and student athletes for a closer look inside Titan sports. Produced in partnership with Florida Today, the weekly in-depth program covers the 11 Titans men's and women's sports teams through game footage and coaches' analysis. Get closer to the action Thursday night at 8 here on WEFS.
Join the fast-growing and rewarding field of healthcare at Eastern Florida State College's new Health Sciences Institute, where you can earn bachelor's degrees, associate's degrees, and certificates in a wide range of exciting careers, such as nursing, surgical technology, emergency care, radiography, sonography, and more. Don't delay. Contact Eastern Florida State College today.
Welcome back. It will be Hector Abreu, be the second Eastern Florida pitcher this evening in a 3-3 contest. Tell us a little bit about Hector.
Well, Hector comes to us as a young man that's got some speed, and he comes in a spot tier 2 that makes his 12th appearance, 12 2/3 inning of work, 17 hits, 14 runs, 10 have earned, 4 walks against 11 strikeouts. So not a lot of body of work, but the bottom line is it's a great opportunity to keep us in this game. We're deadlocked at 3 apiece.
Gonna eat up some innings would be another nice way to make a positive impact here. And it will be the 9, 1, and 2 hitters. So we take a look at the pond.
Well, again, these teams have really have nothing to play for per se now in terms of their postseason. Seedings have already been kind of set up for them, but the fact is this one, the competitive spirit's in for both these clubs. Again, Palm Beach staying a nationally ranked team at 15th in the country. And then the Titans of Eastern Florida already are set for the wild card game tomorrow at Polk State. 4:30 first pitch is that they will take on St. Petersburg. Now it's pretty much just pride, and especially for some of these hometown Titan players that are lacing it up for the first and final time here at Bruce Bochy Field.
Swindley Lint, 9-hole hitter, will lead off here in the 6th. Struck out and reached on an error. So 0 for 1. Swing away there. Fouled. Lint, one of those players out of Curacao.
Reached on an error in the 4th inning.
And there's a strike for Hector Abreu.
It is amazing. You can see the big influx of international players in a lot of these teams, especially baseball really attracts a really diverse culture of players from all over the world.
Hector, boy, took something off of that one. Got him swinging. So he fooled Swindley Lint and the 6'4" man out of Puerto Rico. Nice start to this inning.
Abreu, nice action on that pitch. Check it out, 12th strikeout. Swindley Lint had no chance of that at all. And just like that, Hector steps in.
A whole new challenge for Balin Sparks, though. It's going to be a much different challenge as one of the leading hitters in the nation.
Balin Sparks pretty much can do everything.
He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly to right.
This is a player, if you're looking off what makes up a perfect leadoff hitter, well, look up number 11, Balin Sparks. That's what you need.
Sparks out of Palm Beach Gardens. Played high school at Benjamin, one of those athletic powerhouse schools. 2 for 4, 3 RBIs yesterday in that 13-0 win. Abreu. Oh, it gets Sparks to swing through that one.
Nice off-speed pitch there by Hector. Good shot into the young man.
And that arm action looks like it's coming a little quick and take enough off of it.
This will be a young man that gets a lot more work next season. A freshman for Coach Tams coming back.
Gets through. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, that's the biggest challenge, at this level, the JUCO level. The fact is you just got to reload each and every year. You only get these kids, they stay in the program. You only see these kids for 2 years. And that becomes a challenge.
Oh, swinging through that one.
As a hitter, too, when you get a pitcher that comes in with a fresh arm and new energy, you really got to readjust because the way the ball releases out of the hands of the pitcher, there's a lot of different things that you have to adjust on the fly. And you can see that with Balin Sparks. Now Cordy's got a new product on the mound. What's he going to call here?
2 balls, 2 strikes, and laced to left. Fair ball. Balin Sparks, his first base hit. He's going to turn it into a double. And that was cranked to left field.
Sure was. Just turned on it. Because Abreu basically has got some high energy, high velocity on that pitch. And when you land it, that Balin Sparks does, he clears his hips. Look at this. Perfect setup. Great piece of hitting right there. Hits in a perfect shot in the corner. Jacob McFadden can't get to it in time. Stand-up double, Balin Sparks.
It was James Buckley 0 for 2 with a walk. Strikeout victim twice against Jack Corbell. Righty on lefty matchup in the hitter's favor now. Buckley maybe send this right field instead. Missed that one. Down on the count 0-1. The runner in scoring position, Balin Sparks, who also has the ability to steal some bases, 19 of them.
I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to take a swipe at number 20 here to get to third base. Not being held at the moment either.
He's going. A pitch out. Runner goes. Tag laid down. He is safe. Got in there underneath it. That may get an argument. Cornel thought he had him.
That was very, very close, but right on cue. I had a feeling that he was going to run. Nobody's holding him. And he gets a great jump, but hey, a great throw by Cordy, but very, very close.
Yeah. He got in just in the nick of time.
Yeah, he sure did. 20 stolen bases. You know the best part about that stat for him? He's got caught stealing 0.
Wow. 20 for 20.
Yeah, how about that? I had a feeling right there. They weren't holding him. And Abreu had no chance to even look back at second base. He got a big jump, but hey, it was a great throw by Cordy. Just don't get the call.
Going to work back on the batter, Buckley. 2 balls and a strike. Is Palm Beach in position to take the lead here, top of the 6th.
And that aggressiveness too, Jeff, right now, is now you put pressure on Abreu to make a play, and Cordy's got to protect that plate now because if a pass ball or wild pitch, they're up 4-3.
Abreu crushed to right field. That's trouble. All the way to the wall. Trotting home is Sparks, and in with a stand-up double, James Buckley, and Palm Beach has taken the 4-3 lead.
Wow, that was another crushed baseball right there, this time to the right field. Balin Sparks takes it to left field on the previous batter. Now James Buckley utilizes the right side. Ball's absolutely just rammed it into the right field. Sammy Duran's got to cover a lot of ground just to keep him at second base. And a good heads-up play to hit his cutoff, Castillo. And just like that, Palm Beach State's in the lead for the first time.
Back-to-back doubles following that inning beginning strikeout. So it looked good for the first batter. The second two have gotten to him. Matt Morales, the shortstop, officially 1 for 3.
Ricky Gonzalez, his first plate
hitter.
appearance. Yep, pinch runner for Palm Beach State. Freshman at a Boca Raton. Ricky Gonzalez.
Sophomore batting .298. So pinch hitter going to the well here in the 6th. Trying to turn this into a bigger inning than it already is. 1 run in on 2 hits.
Hector came in, like you said, got that strikeout on Swinley, but then he just ran into a buzzsaw of Balin Sparks and James Buckley, back-to-back doubles. And the Panthers get in that lead for the first time, 4-3. Cordy comes out to talk to Hector, make sure they're on the same page.
So Morales out of the game. Shortstop. Let's see if that's where Gonzalez goes in the home half of the inning. But right now, the concern for Jeff Tam and the Titans are getting out of this inning without any further damage. Hector Abreu out on an island now.
Evan Morick, number 7, will remain in the on-deck circle. So most likely it should be a straight switch for Ricky Gonzalez.
That one chopped, picked up by Navarro, thrown to first in time. They're 2 away.
It's a good throw for Navarro. That's a big, long throw, makes it. And well needed. Out number 2 here, top of the 6th.
Brings up Evan Morick, third baseman, the freshman out of Virginia Beach. 1 for 2, single fly out, and in between had that error and came around to score. A big 4th inning that saw 3 runs come across for the visitors. Runner at first is at second rather is Buckley. Blocked in the dirt. Cordy.
Good job by Cordy, not allowing the runner to advance to third. Again, now these teams are in pursuit to try to make the state tournament beginning May 5th down in Lakeland, Florida. New season, new opportunity.
A 1-0. Abreu. Put that one outside. He's behind the count. 2 balls, no strikes.
Gets behind in the count again.
Worked 2 for 4, 2 RBIs yesterday in that 13-0 win. At 386. That's getting it done. Fouled out of play. 2-1.
Yeah, again, up and down this lineup for Coach Forbes and Palm Beach State. They're just loaded. And again, they just slid a couple spots in the standings and national rankings to Miami-Dade as they lost back-to-back about a week ago. And that really costs them now because they lost the Southern Conference title.
Yeah.
Yep.
Abreu, the pitch, takes it off, pops it up. This is going to be a tough play in front of the dugout. Chase is given, it's caught.
Whew. Very, very close. Most
And that's
importantly,
the inning. Corneal hopping over his catcher, Jeff Cordy, and making the play in front of the dugout. Wow.
that was very, very dangerous. Again, very, very big foul lines, a lot of territory here. A lot of foul balls are still in play here at Bruce Bochy Field. And you can see it was piped up there. And actually, Abreu was very lucky they got him to swing at that pitch. But look, Cordy's coming full force as well as Corneal. That could have been very dangerous. Yeah. But bottom line is, most importantly, they get out of there. But Palm Beach State does get in the lead for the first time this evening.
Yeah, a run on 2 hits. A runner is left on base. They do have the lead, 4-3 as we go to the home half of the 6th.
So he gets him to chase. Yeah, he gets him to chase at a bad pitch. And Cordy's fighting the sun right there. And just in time goes low. That could have been a very dangerous collision there, right in front of the dugout, too. Cornell makes the play, but Cordy was smart to get down. There's one of our great camera crews saying hello out there. Yes, sir.
It is a good afternoon for Jared up there.
He's got a good little spot out there.
It's a lonely job out in center.
We got his back,
Just you and the sun.
Yeah. Does a nice job there. And look at all our camera angles we have here. So you can see that acreage here, this field. Look at that beautiful playing surface. And you know what? We really haven't had a lot of rain in the area. And so the grounds crew have done an absolutely stunning job. Look at the shapes of this ball field here. Bruce Bochy Field. Great panoramic shot here. Who wouldn't want to come play for Coach Tam? Look at there. Smiling away, boys. Smiling away.
Sure, is that Roger? Yeah, he's right above us.
Yeah, he sure is. Right below. And we're down below. Here we go. We got the little trifecta. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
All getting the work done. Again, this is our final telecast of the 2016-17 academic year. It's been a fun one. A lot of big moments on our air.
It's been a great ride. Just hate when you say it's the last game.
See if
we can get the last game a win for the sophomores.
Yeah, I like the sound of that. Designated hitter. 1 for 2. Make that 0 for 1 because he had a walk in the 3rd.
All right, this kind of game, it's close like this.
Catchmar gets him swinging.
Oh, boy, that Catchmar had some juice there. But it'd be so important here, get Morejo on the base pads.
Morejo leads the team with 3 triples. Will not hit that one. He is down on strikes. So,
wow.
First strikeout of the evening for Catchmar.
Boy, that was just got him. Look at it, just handcuffed. That had some heat on it, too.
Paul Castillo, a 2-time strikeout victim tonight.
See if Castillo can do something here in the 6th hole.
Miami product is due. And we'll swing and a miss that one.
Catchmar got some juice in the arm right now.
Castillo entering the game just above the 300 mark. Does have 3 home runs. Has some pop if he can get a hold of one. And he'll chop it to short. Picked there by the shortstop and thrown over. So there's an error. Remember, the normal shortstop Matt Morales was pinch hit for. So missed the defense there.
Most important thing, he advances to second base
on the overthrow.
How about that? I think he would have been safe nevertheless, but it was a long throw because the shortstop's got to wait for the ball. You can see right there between the grass line and high and away. Castillo is safe and advances with the errant throw to second base. So right now the tying run is at second base with Cornell at the plate.
So new shortstop is Gonzalez, so it was a 1-for-1 switch.
Yep, straight switch, Ricky Gonzalez.
And the error and now leads things to the good for Eastern Florida. Runner on second with 1 out.
It's one of those tough plays too. You come in there first at bat earlier, and then you come in defensively. You got to make that tough throw, Ricky Gonzalez. And just too tall of an order for Balin Sparks at first to haul that in. So Castillo gets to advance to second base.
There's Cornell, 0 for 2. Ground out strikeout. Runner at second is Castillo. And there's a strike. So an error undid and unglued Eastern Florida.
Yep.
Back in the 4th. Let's see if the same thing and turnabout is fair play for Palm Beach. Checking the runner, comes plateward. Swung on and sent foul off to the right, out of play.
Yeah, Cornell with that big frame at the plate here. Be a great opportunity. Base hit would score a run.
In the home half of the sixth, Titans had a 3-0 lead. Palm Beach has stormed back with 4 to take the lead. Trying to answer the Titans now. And we'll poke it left side. That time is Gonzalez able to glove it. Safe at first.
Wow.
Everybody safe. Runners on the corners now with 1 out. It's going to be a tough play for Gonzalez no matter what, but
good job for Castillo there. If we can capture that on the reframe with our truck, Castillo getting over to the third base because he saw the third baseman wasn't holding obviously at third. So that base pad was wide open, and a great hustle play by Cornell to get down to first, just like that first and third for the Titans.
Castillo at third. Dylan Owens due up. Dylan for Coco Tiger had the home run in the second. The big charge in this game. Just a solo shot.
Still, it was fun to watch, though, go out of the park and into the waters surrounding Bruce Bochy Field.
Missed the pitch in the fourth. He flied out into the infield. Give over top of another one here. Let's see. Well, home run now would certainly help the cause. It gets away, and all runners will be safe. Oh, now it's going to be thrown to third. So Castillo thought about coming home and then changed his mind.
Well, the good thing, Jason Cornell heads up play, advances to second base now. But that was a dangerous throw there for Benito Varela behind the plate for Palm Beach State. Tries to throw back to third. No backup was near, so if that ball gets behind the third baseman.
Thinking maybe you have a chance of picking him off. I get it, but.
And that's going to bring some action to the bullpen for Palm Beach State.
Yep. And we'll get a little time for them to get going. As a visit to the mound here for Kachmar.
Looks like number 22, Jared Johnson. Number 22 is up there for Palm Beach State in the bullpen. Well, let's take a look what happened here, because this is really kind of a bang-bang play. The ball gets behind Benito Varela. And at first it looked like Castillo was going to go down, but that was a good reaction by Varela. And then he tries to get him back to third. A lot could have gone wrong there. Number 17 also was warming up there. That's James Reynolds. James Reynolds, a right-hand pitcher, freshman out of Jupiter. So he's in the bullpen warming up for Coach Forbes and the Panthers of Palm Beach State.
Let's see if this is the last batter. Dylan Owens.
Well, you can take your choosing into picks here, being up 2-0.
Swing and a miss.
It's a good pitch to come back there by Kachmar. First time he's kind of been in a pickle tonight, second and third. Only 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Great opportunity for Coach Tam's Titans.
I'll get underneath it. That'll be the second strike. Goes to 2-2.
Got him to chase a low and away pitch. Strike 2 now, and Owens here. Got to get the ball and feel the play here.
Runners at second and third for the Titans. Big moment in this game. Bottom of the 6th. Kachmar throws, chopped straight to first. And he'll concede the run, get the out. So we're tied at 4. An RBI ground out for Dylan Owens as Castillo comes home to score.
Yeah, nice job, Dylan Owens. You could ill afford to take a strikeout there by all means. So that was a good job there. And again, Palm Beach State concedes that run there. So now we're tied at 4 apiece.
Cornell, in the meantime, has advanced to third.
Yeah, and Rivera now will be at the plate for the Titans.
Sebastian Rivera, the double last time out, but then overran second base and was thrown out. So let's see if he can crank it like he did last time, and this time just Not be so greedy. Or just take it over the wall. We'd like that too.
Yeah,
Just
2-run
takes a
shot
strike.
wouldn't taste too bad, would it?
No. So a run in. Good job manufacturing that run, taking advantage of the error. As
Absolutely.
We talked about.
Yep.
The 0-1. Rivera gets a piece of it again, sending the Buckley back. It's over his head. Another run comes home. The Titans take the lead, and this time Rivera will stop at second with an RBI double.
There it is. Talk about coming back after a mistake in the last place on the base pads. He makes amends, gets the RBI, and just like that, the Titans charge back in the lead. And I tell you what, wind comes into play here. At first, you look at the left fielder. Good shot there, Rivera, going out there. But the left fielder looked like he had a bead on it, but that wind just pushes it over his head. And just like that, 5-4 Titans.
Runner at second. We go back to the top of the order in Navarro. As action in the bullpen gets a little more hasty. And there's outside chatter in that dugout for Eastern Florida now.
Yeah, this game means something. I mean, they know they're on the footsteps of postseason play tomorrow, but you know what? They're in a dogfight with a nationally ranked team in Palm Beach State, so let's do this.
Navarro 1 for 2 of the runs scored. Of a walk back in the second as well. A big position here for an RBI, two-way. So it was the RBI ground out, fielder's choice really for Dylan Owens, and then the big 2-out RBI double for Rivera. 2 runs in. 1-1 the count on Norberto Navarro. Takes a strike.
Yeah, again, the error by the new shortstop, Ricky Gonzalez, comes in, and Castillo not only makes it to first, advances to second on the throw, the bad throw to first base. Maybe make amends of our error that took place in the fourth.
Checking that runner at second. Here comes Kachmar, outside corner, can't quite get it. He thought he'd had it. Not the case.
That was a different approach at the plate for Navarro there. It looks like he was going to step out of the batter's box and just kind of stood in there and took that pitch high and away.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second and 2 out. Kachmar the delivery. It's going to be popped foul as Navarro stays alive. 5-4 ball game.
And it looks like James Reynolds, number 17, will be the next pitcher for Coach Forbes. If he can't get out of the inning, that's for Kachmar, that is.
The pitch, and that's a ball. So now it runs full, 3-2. Titans 2 runs in the first, the home run in the second, and now 2 here in the 6th.
There's Reynolds warming up there. Let's see Navarro here. He's got to take your pitch here, full count.
Checking the runner at second, Kachmar. That's going to be popped short center. And no problem for Joey Donji. And the center fielder puts an end to the inning, but 2-run score on 2 hits. There was a big error, and it is now 5-4 Titans.
Let's take a look at that shot. Navarro there in a full count. Kind of gets the ball a little too much in the air, and obviously easy routine play there for center fielder Joey Donju, number 5 for Palm Beach State. But real good bounce back for Eastern Florida there, Jeff, to regain the lead 5-4 as we enter in the top of the 7th.
Well, how about that look? We have National Geographic here.
It's a good-looking ballpark surrounded by the waters here. Great facility is Bruce Bochy Field. Let's take a look at what kicked back and got things started there back in the 6th inning. Beautiful play by Rivera there.
Sent that to the wall over the head.
Just no chance for left field. At first, we thought that he had it, but it looked like the wind just kind of pushed it over his head.
Oh, going fishing here.
How about that? Where else can you actually fish for baseballs?
McCovey Cove?
Absolutely. I went there last year. That was pretty special.
Oh, yeah? Wow. I've been outside that park. I've not been in.
Yeah, you got to. We actually played Pebble Beach that morning.
Oh.
And then made the Giants game that evening.
Oh, bragger.
I'm talking about 24 hours. I couldn't believe
Wow.
they said we're going to go to a Giants game. I'm like, okay, that's cool. We'll play Pebble. They're like, no, we're going right after we play. So it took us 2 hours to get there, and we got there in about the third inning, but it was worth it.
That is a good day.
That's a good day. It's a good day here in Eastern Florida for these sophomores. See if they can get that win for these sophomores. They'll lace it up for a couple years for Coach Tam.
Derek Schwimmer, Joey Donju, and Benito Varela due up here. Schwimmer had a productive day at the plate, 2 for 3, a couple of singles, has scored once. He'll lead things off here in the top of the 7th. He'll take the pitch. There's Abreu back out there for another inning of work. 5 innings for Corbell. 3 runs, 2 earned. Abreu gave up 1 in the last inning. And inside, falling behind Abreu.
Got a good game. Back and forth we go. Kind of runs on both sides. And again, errors on both sides of the coin have kind of come into play. 5-4. In Eastern Florida in that wild card game tomorrow against St. Petersburg as they'll travel to Winter Haven. First pitch at 4:30.
Strike. So taken all the way was Schwimmer. Abreu, the 3-1. Right down Broadway, runs it full. Fouled off by Schwimmer to the left.
Nice pitch by Abreu there to just go right at him.
Sun set to our left, out to the west. As daytime yields the evening here on Florida's Space Coast. And knocked up the middle, of base hit to lead things off. Schwimmer aboard for the 3rd time, his 3rd single.
Back-to-back-to-back singles for Schwimmer. Good piece of hitting right there. Didn't have this perfect pitch, didn't have the whole barrel on there, but just enough to muster it out there and to get on board. Great piece of hitting there by Schwimmer. Just kind of hosels it off right there, kind of like a knockdown swing. Yeah. Playing the wind. See there, Cordy looking in the dugout to catch some of the calls. Kind of wants to set the table, what he wants to see from Abreu.
Joey Donju to the plate. That sac fly RBI. Throwing to first. He's going to leg out another infield single. Had a bunt base hit his last time up. So speed kills.
How about that? And he has 3 singles as well, back to back to back. So just like that, Schwimmer and Donju. And good heads-up hitting here, playing a little small ball. Check this out. Gets the barrel of the bat right there, and it's just kind of a dead spot. Abreu cannot field it in time. And Donju's got some wheels there. He's safe first and second, nobody out.
Yeah, the RBI single in the 4th, and the bunt base hit, and now the infield single. Scored on the sacrifice back in the 4th.
Yeah, so Schwimmer and Donju are both 3 for 4 tonight.
That's productive.
Yep.
Right, that part of the order. There's the 7-hole hitter.
And Donju was 3 for 4 yesterday.
And Benito Varela, he's 0 for 3.
Dangerous spot here. Wind blows out. This young man has power. 4 home runs on the season. And the wind's in his favor.
And Abreu having trouble locating the plate on that one.
Nobody yet warming up in the bullpen for the Titans. It looks like Drexler McKaya will be on deck for the first time this evening for Palm Beach State.
Drexler McKay, a returning player freshman on this team last year, another native of Curacao. So he'll get a pinch hit opportunity.
He'll come in as the DH in the 8 hole. But right now, Abreu, he's got his hands full here. No outs here. Top of the 7th, first and second.
Varela will take that one outside. 2-0 and 2 on, nobody out.
Looks like Hector's got to dig himself out here.
Runners are at first and second. Schwimmer at first, Schwimmer at second, Jonju at first, rather. And there's a strike.
That was a needed strike by Hector. And this is a dangerous team. Got some run support, got back in the lead here, 5-4. But you can't sleep on the Panthers. Dangerous ball club, first and second, no outs.
Varela studies in. A 2-1. Missed it. 3-1.
Cordy behind the dish, the catcher for the Titans. Definitely wants it low and away. Right now, Hector's just not getting that rotation. Good look at Cordy. White pants are no longer.
Never happens when he's playing catcher. Oh, chopped back. Yeah, count runs full, 3-2.
And that's the pitch he wants right there. That's Benito Varela, number 33, at plate right now for Palm Beach. That last pitch, that would be really good right here on a full count.
Nobody out, 2 on.
Yeah, the encouragement coming out of the dugout.
Hector from the stretch. Throws lined up the middle, base hit. That will bring Schwimmer around to score for the second time. Runners at first and second, still nobody out. Now a run in. We are tied at 5.
Back-to-back-to-back singles by Palm Beach State. Great piece of hitting there on a full count. Benito Varela just wraps it right there between right and center. An easy score situation for Derek Schwimmer. And just like that, we're all tied at 5 apiece.
Here's the pinch hitter, Drexler McKay.
Now batting number 4, Drexler McKay.
He is hitting .250, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs, has some speed, couple of stolen bases. Now Abreu struggling. Here's a ground ball. Could this be 2? Flip to Navarro on to first in time. Double play. Runners advance on the play over to third.
Real close. Double play was definitely what the doctor ordered for the Titans there. At first, I didn't know if Dylan Owens at first base was able to scoop that. Wasn't a clean throw from second, but bottom line, the double play counts. 2 outs, top of the 7th.
Donju safe at third, but Varela was erased at second. Now it's Swindley Lint. 0 for 2, reached on an error in the 4th. Taking something out and just missing the target there, Hector Abreu.
Looked like a pretty good pitch, just didn't get the call.
And Jeff Tam letting him work this inning. Nobody in the bullpen.
Yeah, like I said, he's got to dig himself out here.
Same pitch, just a little inside. Behind the count once again.
That was very important to race 2 runners there. Double play. Big moment as we're tied at 5 apiece.
Got a strike on the outside corner.
3rd time's the charm. Good look at Swindley Lint. Second baseman for Palm Beach State.
Have an RBI yesterday on a 1 for 4 day and 0 for 2. And he will crank it high in the sky. Should be playable for McFadden. Settles in front of the fence, and that is the inning. But A run scores on 3 hits. There was a runner left, and we are tied 5 alive as we go into the stretch in the 7th inning.
Get out there, Jake McFadden, get that out number 3 there out by the warning track. But check out this double play here. 4-6-3 double play. Navarro doesn't feel it too good, but it's kind of down in the dirt, and a great job by Dylan Owens to go low and to field it to get that double play, and that was a big part there. I'm not giving up more runs than they did. 5-5, bottom of the 7th.
It's going to be one of those who blinks
Yeah.
last. This should be Duran, McFadden, and Cordy here in the home half of the 7th. And everybody in attendance witnessing a nip-and-tuck game.
Yeah, it kind of cools down on the coast too. It gets warm during the day, but you get those breezes coming in, and just an absolute beautiful day at a beautiful facility. And again, this is the last home game, regular season game for Eastern Florida. You can see the shadows are starting to convey onto the field. See that? Look at the flag. It's really ripping. When you're telling there's wind out here, there's wind. That's a good shot there.
Ordering up some John Fogerty.
Let's see, one of our good guys. Paul's going to be leaving us.
Paul Mitten, how
Paul,
are you?
why you? Was this something I said, Paul?
I know.
I like it, man. Hey, Paul's been a big part of this team for a long time, and we wish you and your family all the best of luck.
You're
and
the man.
Good luck in your endeavors. You're the man, my man.
Good luck overseas.
Yeah, he's going overseas.
Israel.
How about that?
Do some studying.
It's pretty good. Making a difference in the world. Paul, appreciate all you do,
Yeah.
man.
We always hate to lose a member of the crew, but it's for good reason. Move on to better things, different challenges. It's always for the good.
Well, I mean, it's one of those bittersweet. You hate to see him leave,
Yeah,
but you're happy for them.
Yeah.
You know. So, Paul, thanks for all you've done. Appreciate your warm personality as well.
Will be missed. Yeah. Can appreciate what Sammy Duran does at the plate. Still looking for his first hit tonight. 5-5 game. Oh, that's straight back.
Big cut by Sammy Duran. I'll always remember that the rest of my life. Hashtag Saucy Sammy. You could hear it on the SportsCenter broadcast, and you hear in the background, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. They go, we can hear you.
Down the count 0-1 as Kachmar returning to the mound. Bullpen continues to be active for the Panthers.
Yeah, it's definitely an opportunity here. This is a good match. You got a game that's tied 5 apiece.
1-1. Upstairs, 2 balls and a strike for Sammy Duran. As McFadden in the on-deck circle.
You don't want to expend too much energy as you got the wild card game for your postseason aspirations tomorrow. But I tell you what, winning a close game against a nationally ranked team, I think that would be a boost of confidence in the bus over to Winter Haven.
Foul ball leads it to a 2-2 count. And it all comes down to tomorrow.
Yeah, it really does. Isn't that amazing? You play all those games, and it's just
That's the position you're in.
Yeah.
This time of year, it's a lot of times about one and done. We'll extend the season as long as possible. Another foul ball, making Kachmar work.
Great stretch position behind the dish. Benito Varela, number 33, the catcher for Palm Beach State, really went down in a different configuration. Good shot of Benito there as he really wanted to low and away, but great piece of hitting for Sammy to foul it out of play. Let's see if he gets back in that stretch on this next pitch. Jacob McFadden's on deck. His family's on hand here at Bruce Bochy Field.
Duran, 2-2 count, bases empty, bottom of the 7th. Game has gone back and forth. Again, getting a piece of it and wasting the pitch.
Sometimes you stay alive at bats. Really can favor the hitter. Work up that pitch count. Maybe catch a pitcher trying to just get that 3rd strike, kind of swing on it. Get yourself on board.
Got a piece of it, popped up Shallow center. Donju able to get the put out.
Donju's actually had quite a lot of plays today. A
Yeah.
lot of balls have been hit out to the center field spot.
That's the second time Durant hit it to him. I'll bring up Jacob McFadden with nobody aboard. One away.
Jacob Stew right here.
And a big RBI double to lead things off. Give the Titans their first run of the game back in the first. 0 for 2 since, so 1 for 3. They're going to be careful. Still able to get the outside corner a strike.
It's a good pitch by Kachmar right there. Up on the count 0-1. It's a good shot, the young man, sophomore out of Pennsylvania. So one of these games, got a little chess matchup going here. Like you said, who's going to blink first? Tied up at 5 apiece. Don't tell these kids this game's not worth anything today.
Kachmar. A wind the pitch. A 1-1. Just missed.
Ooh. Tell you what, that's one of those hanging curves. If Jacob takes a hack at that one, that could be adios.
Gets him swinging at that one. 2-2.
Boy, that had some high heat there for Kachmar. Cat and mouse game here, 2-2.
Look at concentration from McFadden. Studies in, pops it straight in the air. It'll be a tough play for Varela. Calls it, and backing up, gets the put out. McFadden retired. So fly out to catcher. And now Jeff Cordy will try to be a saving grace in this inning with 2 out.
Cordy's had a good game. He's done a great job behind the dish there. McFadden just gets under it. And again, look at the delay there. Benito doesn't know where it's at. The whole time he's frozen behind the plate, and all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, that's my ball."
That's why you get rid of the mask.
But it was amazing. He was kind of sat down in that position. Kind of a delayed play, but bottom line gets out number 2.
Cordy with the RBI single in the first. Walked, advanced on a wild pitch all the way to third, and then grounded out to the pitcher.
You can tell by his jersey pants he's been highly involved in this ball game.
Here's 1 for 3.
You're going to need some additional shout on that tonight.
Upstairs a ball.
One thing about Jeff Cordy I've learned over the course of the season calling these games, he's just a gritty ball player. Just gets it done.
Takes another ball.
Good eye.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Jeff Cordy, sophomore out of Mel High. Brother Mike played at Lipscomb.
Yeah.
All in the family.
Atlantic Sun. Just gets a piece, Jeff, to stay alive. Well, Jeff, I got to tell you, it's been enjoyable working with you this season as well. It's,
pleasure's all mine there, Eric.
No, it's been
we
pretty
go
good.
back a little ways.
Yeah, we've had some good gel, so hopefully our viewers out there have enjoyed our broadcast this season.
So Inside Titan Sports winding down as well, right?
Yeah, next week is the last show. Yeah. Kind of sad. I really enjoy that. It's a good show, Inside Titan Sports, and it's a great way to get behind the scenes and learn some of the personalities of some of these student athletes. And I think it's just a great concept and a great show, and I'm very honored to be part of it.
Another pitch wasted by Cordy.
I like the way he fought back to get in this count, full count here. Again, you're running out of outs here. Tied at 5 apiece. Again, what a difference a day makes in terms of outcomes, huh?
No kidding. Well, and a tussle here. Another piece.
Just a slither of the ball.
Switch these pieces were a pie, then they'd be in really good shape. I'm
Either
sure
that or
he's hungry for a base hit, though.
Either that or he sliced off a nice thinly sliced piece of sushi.
Sushi. I was thinking pizza.
It is that time.
Full count on Cordy with the bases empty. 2 away. And laces a base hit.
Beautiful. Just like I mentioned earlier, it just seems those long at-bats always seem to favor the batter.
Correct.
And the bottom line is, Cordy, great piece of hitting right there. You maybe heard me say that tonight, but right there just absolutely earned that base hit. And I'd love to take a look at that again. Just gets his pitch. Look at that, squares it up, grinds it with great power behind that, and just laces a single. Nice job, Jeff Cordy.
That brings up Morejo.
Elian Morejo.
Walked, advanced on a wild pitch. Other than that, 2 strikeouts, so 0 for 2.
Have a little 2-out rally
Trying
here,
to
Mr.
extend
Radcliffe.
this inning. He will chop it to second. Hopping over it was Cordy. The throw on to first retires it. There was a hit and a runner left, and it remains a 5-5 game between Palm Beach and Eastern Florida.
Just like that. But we got ourselves a game there. See the great flags right there at the services. It's we're so fortunate to live in this country. Of all the sacrifice by all our armed services, servicemen and women across the world to keep us safe. And a very patriotic area of the country here, the Space Coast, with Melbourne and the space program. You can see just a beautiful shot here of the sprawling complex known as Eastern Florida. And we're in ourselves a dogfight right here. 5-5. Again, just if you're just joining us, Miami-Dade is the Southern Conference champs. Even though they were tied with Palm Beach State, they win in the tiebreaker. They won 6-2 against Broward. So bottom line, Palm Beach State is locked in as the number 2 spot. And then Eastern Florida is basically locked up in the wild card game. They're going to play tomorrow versus St. Petersburg. That's going to take place at the locations actually at Polk State, which is Winter Haven, Florida, in the center of the state. And first pitch is set for 4:30 p.m. And the winner of that game advances to the FCSA AA state tournament beginning May 5th. And it'll take place in Lakeland, Florida, at Joker Marchant Stadium. And that is the proud spring training home of the Detroit Tigers. Eric Kohler and Jeff Radcliffe with you live from Bruce Bochy Field in Melbourne, Florida. It's the final regular season game for both these ball clubs as they have postseason aspirations. And this young man is just an all-around player for Palm Beach State and Kyle Forbes. Balin Sparks will lead off the top of the 8th inning. We're all tied at 5 apiece. Welcome aboard. Continuing action here on WEFS-TV. And strike 1, recorded by Hector Abreu. Abreu came in relief at Jack Corbell. Pretty strong outing. Corbell, 5 innings. Usually comes in relief appearance, but he started his second game of the season. Stay tuned for a post-game interview that's going to come up at the conclusion of tonight's ball game. And Balin Sparks, another hit just like that. That's what your leadoff hitter does. Gets on base. That young man has a bright future ahead for him and Balin Sparks. Top of the 8th, runner at first base. Nobody out. And that'll bring up a new hitter for the first time. That'll be Jersley Cecilia. Freshman, 6 foot. Another player out of Curacao. And he'll make his first plate appearance for Palm Beach State. 5-5 your score. Top of the 8th. Jersley tries to bunt it, goes into the net. Out of play, 0-1. Got a new catcher as well behind the dish. That'll be Martinez. Anthony Martinez now behind the plate for Eastern Florida.
Very important to save the legs. Throw back by Abreu.
Braylon Sparks leads off another single for Palm Beach State. You can see Anthony Martinez comes in because now this is the second catcher that Hector has actually worked with in the last couple innings. So Martinez enters the game at catcher. You can see he's looking into the dugout for the calls for Hector Abreu.
This pinch hitter here for Palm Beach and pops it up.
Cecilia tries to lay down a bunt against goes aerial again. There's a good look at Jersley.
Oh, 2. Runner aboard, nobody out. The pinch hitter, Jersley Cecilia. The Curacao train here.
Yeah, you're right on that. A little action in the bullpen for Palm Beach. John Schneider, number 19.
Just a good old boy.
Oh.
Seriously is going to be down, and that one got away, and we hope the best. So the helmets are 4. It's going to be ringing a little bit.
Ooh, that's scary right there.
Right in the ear hole.
Yeah, I mean, that was a direct hit. By all means, not intentional, but that was a direct shot. I mean, that just spooks you there.
Yeah.
Let's take a peek at this.
So those realities of the game. I don't think it was, certainly wasn't intentional. He went squared to bunt and then just wasn't able to get out of the way of that.
Yeah, that just kind of rattled inside the head there.
Popped right back up.
Boy, can you imagine taking that without a helmet? Good Lord.
Well, he'll be okay enough to take the base.
Yeah.
So the team in the country that is 10th in hit batsman, that's the 66. Usually you want to take it in the shoulder or the thigh.
Yeah.
That's not the way to do it, but glad to see that Cecilia's okay.
So Cecilia comes in the 2-hole in place of James Buckley. And next up will be Ricky Gonzalez. Second plate appearance, the new shortstop that made the error.
It came
back
in on the 6th.
Coach Tam's out there. Again, there's no relief and no workings of anyone in the bullpen. So Coach Tam, that basically coming out, that's
Abreu.
Words of an encouragement. Just like, let's just get us out of here. Number 17 now getting some work. James Reynolds for Palm Beach State, down in the green and the gold. The Panthers, they're known. There's a shot at Ricky Gonzalez.
Gonzalez's second plate appearance, grounded out to short back in the 6th inning. Now he's got runners aboard, 2 on, nobody out. And he'll look to bunt. Here comes the small ball. And nothing doing on that one.
Yeah, right here. If you know, I mean, they're basically telling you right now, there's no decoy. We're bunting this baseball. And with Hector right there, you can see he's looking at the dugout. Give him something to hit. Anything, just get that out.
Gonzalez square to bunt again, and we'll pull back. Strike, 1-1.
Yeah, with Hector right there, you got to throw strikes right there. You know, because right now, maybe get one where he doesn't get the barrel of the bat down. Maybe get a little line drive out, little cheap out. Nobody advances. And you can see he's really looking to the dugout for some guidance here. I wonder what the communication is there. He's going to square up again.
Pulls back, takes a strike.
There you go. That's what Hector needed to do. Now you're up on the account here. Now you got to force the hand of Ricky Gonzalez.
Yeah, 2 strikes, will he bunt?
I think in a stalemate 5 apiece, I think they're committed.
He missed this bunt. Foul ball. And that will do it. Strikeout.
I mean, I don't agree with the call, but you can just tell by the body language that they were committed to the bunt situation there, and that's a cheap out. That really is. I mean, obviously, Hector will take that by all means, but
Yeah. Well, a lot of times you won't bunt with 2 strikes for that reason.
yeah, he just
You
kind of
miss it.
fanned it. Yep, just fanned it. Tip ball, even though it goes by as a tip ball in a bunt situation, that is an out.
You're bunting. You got to be all in.
Yeah.
That's all or nothing.
Well, you could tell they were committed. I mean, the way that
Yep.
Gonzalez went up to the plate, you could see no matter it was a 1-2 count, they were staying with that bunt scenario.
Evan Morick now with 1 away. It's a big out.
That really was. That really was. I mean, considering he got first and second, nobody out, and Hector's kind of have little control problems this inning with a new catcher behind the dish.
Sparks out there at second. Remember, he swiped third in the 6th. So they keep him on this time.
Yeah, but just an amazing stat for Sparks. Not only does he's 20 for 20. Has not been caught stealing. I mean, that's just that's a pretty special stat right there. And it was a close call too at third base. Cordy made a good throw, just didn't get the call.
At least making him think about it. Balk.
That's a balk. And a hit batsman. The balk was prior.
Balk is what will count.
Yep.
He didn't come set.
Yeah, that sure was. You can check this out. Oh, it takes it on the shoulder. So that's a second hit batsman in this inning. So the
officially
runners
advance on the
Yeah.
balk.
Hit batsman. Now you got bases loaded just like that.
See if he came set if we see the replay.
No, he was in the stretch. You can see it
Yeah.
all day long. I mean, he needed to reset. He was down in the stretch and never stayed. Let's see if we can take another look at that with the truck. Yep. Yeah, that's too easy to
Gotta
call
make
right
the
there.
discernible stop.
Then he plunked the batter. See, Coach Tam is making the calls there. You can see Martinez is taking the calls from Coach Tam. Great shot by our crew there to pick that up.
Base is juiced and goes opposite field. That'll be a long strike. Foul ball.
Just a weird sequence of events again.
Single.
You get a balk and then a hit batsman.
Single hit by pitch, strikeout by bunt, and balk.
Yes. We've had some different scorings. A 2-3 earlier. That was something we hadn't seen in a while.
Yeah. You see 2 to 3 on a bunt, but not on a full swing.
Not on a full swing.
Yeah.
If we went back to the tape on that one, I'm pretty sure that should have been a foul ball.
Yeah.
Ducks on the pond right now, Palm Beach State.
Here's the 1-1 from Abreu. Working from the windup. And going to be fisted. This may drop. Or
Oh, what a
not,
play.
as McFadden said. I don't think so. Throw back to second, doubling
Double
him
play.
off.
Woo!
And the Titans get out of the inning. Boy, Jacob McFadden, this one's for you.
Wow, Jacob McFadden for your family and attendance. What a great heads-up play. Goes for the full stretch, picks it off in left field, and has the cognizance and presence of mind to take it to second base. This is wonderful. Check this out, viewers. Here we go. It looks like this is going to be a base hit for Schwimmer. And look at this. Great ground to be made up by Jacob McFadden. Look at that. Stretches out and heads-up play. Look, he's on it all the way. He's looking at third. He's like, no, I got this guy at second base. And just like that, bang, bang, double play. They're out of the inning.
We go to the bottom of the 8th.
Attaboy, Jacob.
That's a play that could win the game.
That play.
When you look back.
You're absolutely right, Jeff. And you're just excited for players because, again, this is the last time. Jacob, again, another sophomore this class for Coach Tam, to make that type of play and to know that your family is finally in presence here at Bruce Bochy Field. I think that's pretty special.
Diving forward. If that gets by him,
Yeah, wow.
that's at least 2 scoring.
You're exactly right, because there's nobody back there. Center fielder was in a chase position. You see the sun just now starting to set behind the palm trees. Just a beautiful frame up here for this baseball field. I just love seeing good baseball plays, no matter what teams it is. I mean, obviously you want to see it for your Titans, but good ball teams like that. I mean, that's Saucy Sammy. He did something special
I was
like
about
that.
to say, last time we saw something like that, a spectacular play in the outfield, usually a home run followed.
Look at that Schwimmer, just a good piece of hitting right here. But look at the ground that's made up by Jacob.
And boom.
And look, his head's up the whole time. I mean, just good presence of mind to just drill him at second base. Because you can see his head was actually looking to the runner that was trying to score, but then he knew and saw, took a quick look, analyzed, and knew he could get that second out at second base. Great bang-bang play.
I mean, not only did he have to make the catch, he had to get the put out. If
Yeah.
not, a run scores.
Yep.
So that was excellent work.
I'm sure Coach Tam's excited about that one. He's not going to show anything during the game because he's truly a competitor. But I know how proud he is as his players are making plays like that. Those are big-time plays.
Here's the time to get a run.
Yep.
Back to action, bottom of the 8th. Is Castillo.
And the thing about it, too, Jeff, the way you set it up, they had a single hit by pitch, strikeout, hit by pitch, and then a double play like that. That could have been a very, very dangerous inning.
Yep. That's teamwork, bailing each other out. And we got a new pitcher. James Reynolds, the freshman righty out of Jupiter, a man who is the leading save man on the team, has 6 of them, 1.57 ERA.
He'd been warming up for a couple innings, and he finally gets the call. 17th appearance on the year, 28 2/3 innings of work, 18 hits, 7 runs, 5 have earned, 7 walks against 33 strikeouts.
Ooh.
That's pretty special right there.
Quite impressive. Well, he's not in a save situation right now. Having even 5 and 5. Backing out is Castillo, who's a strikeout victim twice, reached on an error.
Reynolds has a 1.57 ERA. His official record is 1-0, as you said, 6 saves, and he's given up 2 home runs on the year.
Swing and a miss, and strikeout for the 3rd time for Castillo.
Oh, 34th strikeout. That was short work for James Reynolds.
Jason Corneal, the next up. Now I think if you're Palm Beach, you got a little time. Oh boy, sucked up by Morick. Throw to first. Stretches made in time, 2 away. What a play there by Morick over to Sparks.
Well, Palm Beach State says defensively, we have an answer for you, and it's called Evan Morick. That was a hot shot to the corner at third base, makes the play, and then again a nice stretch play at first base. Balin Sparks just picked that up, and that was special. Scoops it right out of the dirt. Look, this ball is hit hard by Corneal. And good hustle by Corneal right there. But good stretch play by Sparks. Gets the call.
Dylan Owens and the home run back in the 2nd.
17 versus 17. Maybe one swing of the bat might get her done.
You think about the approach of this game between Jeff Tam and Kyle Forbes. The Panthers do not have to play tomorrow, whereas Jeff Tam's Titans do. So don't think you're gonna see Tim Luth or some of the big.
Yeah.
You're not gonna see those pitchers tonight.
No, you're exactly right.
You got to save them for tomorrow, so he can go to get to the big horse and Reynolds. Try to close this out, and
wow.
Boy, 3 quick outs, 2 strikeouts in the inning for James Reynolds, getting the job done. And we go to the top of the 9th.
Great pitching by James Reynolds. Just comes down and mows everybody down. Look at this. Gets Dylan Owens. And Benito behind the plate says, look, I got it. And gets rung up by Kevin Exler. 2 strikeouts and with a ground out. That's 1-2-3 work for James Reynolds. But just a great point there, Jeff, is that, you know, we're approaching 3 hours now in this game as well, and you have a travel day to Winter Haven, which is not too far, but I mean, you're still expending energy, and you know. But again, I think if you could maybe get in a position to get a walk-off, maybe that little spark might do something for you in that wild card game that starts at 4:30 tomorrow. And that's a perfect setup there. The shot of the truck here, and all the time they put into and under the leadership of Dr. Jim Ritchie, and it's just been really cool to put some TV exposure on this brand of Eastern Florida.
Sure, and it's led to bigger crowds.
Yeah.
Look at basketball. When we first started, the sparse crowds, and then all these sports really starting to draw well because the secret is no longer a secret.
I mean, it looks great on TV, and it looks even better in person. And just a beautiful facility. I mean, this is a top-notch baseball diamond.
Donju, Varela, and McKay are the 3 batters due up this inning. He's scheduled.
And this is a good opportunity for Hector Abreu to come in this kind of situation because, like you said, is Palm Beach State, they do not have to play tomorrow. But the fact is you're taking on the 15th ranked team in the country. They have bats all the way 1 through 9. So, you know, put this down for some experience in situational baseball for Hector Abreu.
Joey Donju, center fielder, been involved in some things.
Yes, he has.
Had an RBI single in the 4th, scored on a sacrifice and a bunt base hit, an infield base hit. Getting on however he can. There's a chopper. Going to be a tough play for Castillo. The throw to first. Safe. Pulled off the bag. McFadden not inclined to agree there.
I don't know. I thought Dylan Owens had it there. See if we can get a better look at that. Great heads-up play and good speed there by Donju to get down to first base. But
it's 3 infield hits.
Yeah. It's that really took kind of a wicked hop on Castillo at second base.
You had to wait for it to come down.
Yeah, there's Donju. Now you can see he's got his wheels. He's on his motor. But so close. Dylan Owens thought he's going to get the call, but you can see right there, Kurt Brannon says not so fast. He's safe.
Leadoff runner aboard here in the top of the 9th. Quick throw back.
Boy, Donju's really had a great game tonight.
Varela.
Donju really having themselves a game.
Oh. Sure, four hits.
Yeah.
4 for 5.
How about that?
2 of them infield. 1 more conventional and 1 a bunt. Legging him out. Now he's on first.
Yeah, don't sleep on Donju. He's got 10 stolen bases. And again,
There's
they're going for small ball.
We'll get the runner at first. As Dylan Owens at first base. I misidentified him again as McFadden. The runner moved over, 1 away. Doing the little things.
Yeah, this is small ball. Look at this. Perfect right there for our kids out there that are trying to aspire to play baseball.
Little things.
Yep, little things right there. Force the play. Dylan Owens has to do a double tap to find first base to get that out, number 1. And just like that, Palm Beach State in scoring position with runner at second.
Dexter McKay, second at bat, and into the double play in the 7th.
And you see good play there, too, to bring in Anthony Martinez, the new catcher. Second inning of work for him behind the dish, because you definitely want to save those legs for Jeff Cordy. Again, we've had some good plays here tonight. Back and forth we've gone, 5 apiece.
Tighten the gloves. Drexler.
It's almost like both these teams have matched every move that's taken place tonight in terms of 3-0 lead. Palm Beach State comes back, then some errors kicked in, and then they had an error that kick-started us something. And then they had 2 great defensive plays.
Chopped left side, that's trouble. Crossed in front, and the runners will stay there at third. Was Donju, and that was just tough to handle. Was put on a spot where there was vision being shielded. Do you call that an infield hit or that an error?
I'd say that's a base hit right there. And again, that was a tough spot because he was shielded right there. Navarro coming over there trying to pick it up because he thought Cornell had a play on it.
Second infield hit of the inning then.
Yep. Donju gets to third. Now they got runners at first and third here. Something's cooking for Palm Beach State.
Swindley Lint, so 3 natives of Curacao. 2 on base, 1 at the plate.
Definitely a Curacao connection. And that was a good hustle play by Drexler McKaya. Number 4 now at first base. Got his single, first single of the evening.
Fouled off the glove. 1 away. A double play would be nice.
Oh,
Going to
really
be tough, though, with the speed on the base paths.
Yeah, we got someone warming up there for Eastern Florida. It's number 31.
Throw back to first. Scarlin Perez, so sometimes wears 34, so today he'll be on 31. The Dominican left-hander. See if he'll close out the 9th, or if we go to extras rather.
And Scarlin Perez has pitched in 3 of the 5 games versus Palm Beach State, is 1-0 and 3 innings of work, allowing 1 run. That's Scarlin Perez. So he's wearing number 31 at first. The roster they have him as 34, but some of these players do that as well.
Meanwhile, Abreu even at 1-1. He'll throw back to first. Nothing doing.
Yeah, no need there. You don't need the second balk called here. Got to focus on the plate here. This is the 9-hole hitter. You got to retire this young man right here that's already struck out twice tonight at Swindley Lint.
Been retired 3 times. Also reached on an error. Low. Two and 1.
Be nice to keep it at 5-5 here and get to the bottom of the 9th with a walk-off.
Very important juncture of this match, no doubt. Outside, 3 and 1, and a ball away from walking the bases loaded here.
Yeah, look who's on deck for Palm Beach State, none other than Balin Sparks.
Oh, yeah. Double play ball, gotta have it.
Pitch was low and away. You just can't give a free bases and balls here, though. There's Balin Sparks on deck.
Abreu. It's going to be fisted in the air and caught by Navarro. That will keep everybody where they were at. So 2 away.
Boy, that's a big out for Abreu. He was down 3-1 on the account and kind of jams up Swindley Lint. And a big out number 2 for the Titans. You can see he just kind of got jammed up, hits it right down the handle on the hands. And Navarro's there to bag it for out number 2 here in the top of the 9th.
Was ready to fire should Donju think about going home. Balin Sparks. Dum, dum, dum.
You know, he always does that little routine right there where he just kind of gets a mental picture. Oh, they're going to walk him here. And this is not a bad call.
This will load the bases. And you'll take your chances with Jersey Cecilia if he is going to hit again. It looks like he's in the
because Balin Sparks had a single in the 8th, double in the 6th, and a sac fly ribby in the 5th.
Anytime you got a 400 hitter, let's not play around. Take the bat out of the hands.
Yeah, he's now over the, he's at 101 total bases now. Century mark. Balin Sparks. It's a pretty special number.
And still have to complete the 4 pitches. Well, there's some proponents of saying, hey, just
Yeah.
designate what you want to do. And
Yeah.
let's. And he will take his base. And
Well, Major League Baseball now, they have the rule now that if you're going to walk them, you just give the sign
Okay.
and then you stop the whole procession of what just took place
yeah.
there.
So it hasn't filtered down to the collegiate ranks then yet.
Comes number 6, Jersley Cecilia, at his first at bat last inning.
McKay now on its second. So big moment here for that young man from Curacao, Jersey Cecilia.
He took one in the back of the
Yeah.
head.
Jersey with the bases juice. First pitch here from Abreu. Off speed, missed.
I mean, Hector here just got to work the plate. Don't even worry. Don't even think about any of those runners whatsoever. But you just can't get behind on the count here. And this is only the second plate appearance for Jersey Cecilia. Numbers are in your favor.
And missed it. 2-0. Now you got to think about the ramifications of.
Oh yeah. I mean, Jersey right now, I'm right there for Cecilia. I'm sitting there. Yeah, I'm just a bird watching things go by in life.
There's a strike.
Here we go. I thought that was a little high, but he got the call there. Behind the plate's Kevin Exler. So it's a 2-1 count for Hector. Bases loaded. We got ourselves a ball game here. Thanks for tuning us in.
Squeaky bum time for Titans fans. And there's a way to get the second strike. Count even at 2-2. It should bring a little confidence in that arm of Abreu.
Nice job, Hector, to fight back here, being down 2-0 on the count now to get it to 2-2. But again, this is a dangerous spot here. You got Anthony Martinez now behind the dish as the catcher. And we'll see where he's going to set up, where he wants his pitch. As you said, this is a big juncture of the game here. Let's see what he's going to call here.
From the stretch, Abreu. Got a piece of it. Caught by Abreu. That ends the inning. And let out a roar after making the catch. So a couple of hits, 3 left, and Abreu getting out of the inning and doing it himself.
Wow, look what I found right there. What a beautiful play there to get out of the inning. Again, back-to-back innings where Abreu and his defensive squad get out of there with defensive plays. In the 8th inning, it was a beautiful play by Jacob McFadden. And right there, can't wait to see that again. Hector goes down. It's a line out right to him. And he's able to bag it and scoop it out. And that's out number 3. We're going to the bottom of the 9th.
Unofficially, 11 men left on base for Palm Beach here tonight.
Yep. Good job by Hector. Right when you think Hector's right there in the coals of the fire, they pull him right out just in time.
It's the second time they've left the bases loaded.
Yeah, it's just a beautiful evening here.
Yeah.
But what a great way to see if we can walk this off here.
Go to the bottom of the 9th, and it will still be James Reynolds.
And why not? He had 2 strikeouts in his 1 inning of work with a ground out. And quick work at that.
Nighttime upon us.
We're approaching 3 hours and 15 minutes. So, you know, for Eastern Florida, they're in action tomorrow. Postseason play starts tomorrow, 4:30. And they also have to check out the Winter Haven. They got to do a little travel time. So, see if they can get a little walk-off. But let's look back at that great play on the mound by Hector Abreu.
Kind of a reaction here, and boom. Look what I found.
I love the exhilaration at the end. It's like, that's what I'm talking about.
Then he dropped the mic after
Sure
he was
did.
done.
Well,
Perfect.
He's been in some spots, and really, that's just a great way to cap off an inning.
Yeah, good for him.
And, I mean, you really thought, like you said, with Palm Beach State leaving runners on the base pads, those are the 8th and 9th inning, to not allow them to punch a ticket across the plate.
It has not been an easy night for Hector Abreu. In fact, not really easy for Jack Corbell either, but they were grinders and really were warriors out there. Really had to work through some tough situations. So Sebastian Rivera trying to figure out James Reynolds here. Take a strike.
Yeah, but I tell you, really special defensive plays there for the. Look what I found there for Hector on the mound to that great play in the outfield by Jacob McFadden in the 8th inning. Big cut by Rivera.
And Rivera chased that one. Center fielder, a couple of doubles. 2 for 3 tonight. To just get things started here in the 9th. Maybe the Titans can play a little small ball.
Need base runners.
Takes outside a ball.
Real
Some work
close.
to do. Rivera with 6 stolen bases. Should he get aboard?
He's got to fight to stay alive here.
Reynolds comes to the plate. Swung on, flared to left field, but on a beat is Buckley. Or Cecilia, rather, who had taken his place. Excuse me.
Yeah, that looked like a good hit right there, Jeff. But again, it was just hit right to spot right there. It goes opposite field. But Jersey Cecilia now left field, number 6, gets out number 1. And again, that's where there's been a lot of success tonight in terms of hitting in that alley. Right. But that time, Jersey Cecilia had it shaded just right on the scout in left field.
Bottom of the 9th, 1 away now. Back to the top of the order. Norberto Navarro is 1 for 3 with a walk. Singled, stole a base, scored back in the 1st. Use that right now. Bookend this performance with that. Navarro swings it up the middle, base hit.
Beautiful base hitting right there for Navarro. Just what the doctor ordered there.
Took what they gave him.
Absolutely. Need base runners here. Is all knotted up at 5 apiece. Again, he gets the pitch he likes, slaps it opposite field, slips right past the second baseman just like that. Titans are in business in the bottom of the 9th.
Now let's see if Coach Tam opts to be a little more aggressive on the base paths.
And Navarro definitely likes to swipe the base pads, so you got some speed out there. He got his 14th stolen base earlier in the game, and he leads the team with that mark with 14. Sammy Duran, which is now at the plate, has 12 stolen bases. So speed is in play here. And again, being the final home game of the season and the team's playing in postseason play, you get aggressive as all heck right here.
Sammy Duran 0 for 4. And now we'll lift it left into the gap. Sammy Duran to the wall.
Here he goes.
Coming around the score.
They're sending him.
Play at the plate is not going to happen. The Titans win. Sammy Duran comes up clutch. Navarro scores, and the Titans win 6-5. And boom goes the dynamite. Navarro was running the whole way. Scores the winning run. No real chance at the plates and celebration time in the season finale. The Titans able to beat Palm Beach for just the 2nd time this season. We'll take a quick timeout, catch our breath. Eastern Florida with its 30th win of the season in dramatic fashion over Palm Beach. We'll come back, have an interview, and wrap this puppy up here from Bruce Bochy Field right after this.
Join the fast-growing and rewarding field of healthcare at Eastern Florida State College's new Health Sciences Institute, where you can earn bachelor's degrees, associate's degrees, and certificates in a wide range of exciting careers, such as nursing, surgical technology, emergency care, radiography, sonography, and more. Don't delay. Contact Eastern Florida State College today.
My wife is currently in the Air Force, so I decided to be a stay-at-home father.
I'm a retiree and a full-time student.
I did online classes because I was traveling and it was easy to take the classes with me.
I am graduating today with my bachelor's in business administration.
If it wasn't for the online classes, I would not be standing here today.
There shouldn't be any procrastination. Just get out there and go do it.
Magic moments in the season finale. The Titans win 6-5. Our Eric Kohler is with one of the heroes, Sammy Duran.
I tell you what, I got Sammy Duran here. They know him as Saucy Sammy. What a way to finish out the regular season, Sammy.
Oh, yeah, man, I'm so glad. I was struggling all game. I was 0 for 4, and I saw that fastball in. I just drove in. I was happy from that.
Well, I tell you what, now you got a lot of guys. This is the last time you play in this field, so there's got to be some emotions. But, hey, man, what a great way to walk off and get her done.
100%. Hopefully we bring it to states and win this right now, win the next game tomorrow, and win states.
So with that being said, kind of a longer game tonight. You guys got to get on the bus. You got to go to Winter Haven tomorrow. You play on St. Petersburg. How are you going to take this emotional boost into tomorrow's game?
Well, ending it like that, hopefully we bring that emotion to the game, start the game off like that, and hopefully we win the game from there.
Well, I'll tell you what, Sammy, really appreciate all you've done for Eastern Florida Athletics.
Thank you,
and
man.
good luck for all you do, man.
Thank you.
That's cool. That's Saucy Sammy. We're going to get back to Jeff Radcliffe. That's a big win, 6-5 winner, walk-off.
Thank you so much, Eric Kohler. Great interview there, and happy all around. But again, the mission is not done, as the Titans will play tomorrow against St. Pete in Winter Haven for a chance to make the playoffs. So a wild card game, and finishing in style here as we take a look at highlights from this one. And there's a back and forth affair. It started in the bottom of the first. The Titans getting some runs early. McFadden, the big RBI double that would score Norberto Navarro, made it 1-0. And Jeff Cordy got in on the action. The catcher swinging for a single down the line. That scored another run. It's 2-0. Then Dylan Owens with the solo home run to left, which seemed like forever ago. 3-0, Titans in control, but top of the fifth. Here come the 15th nationally ranked Palm Beach Panthers as that one went to the corner. Back-to-back doubles. And then Buckley, the RBI. And it was a 3-3 game. Came back. Rivera. And then scooting around, the game winner, Sammy Duran. Around and in is Norberto Navarro, the winning run. As the Titans take it 6-5, improving to 30-17 on the season, 15-13, a third place finish in conference play, and a memory to end our broadcast season here. So again, the Titans will live to fight another day, of course. They were going to play all along tomorrow, but get the job done and leave with some momentum as they go to play in a wild card game tomorrow. We wish them the best of luck. But our broadcast season sadly has come to a close, our third here at WEFS, and it's been a labor of love, and got to give lots of thanks to so many that have put their hard work in as we bring these games to you from that first soccer game back in the fall. To thank Mark Spear, John Bober running the show, Brian Foster, our technical director tonight, sometimes producer and do-it-all guy. Laritz Karolf, our producer here for the baseball games this season. Billy West, our engineer. Julie House, our graphics operator, also running replay. Daryl Waller, replay operator. Jared Ramnarine running camera out in center field. Roger Hayward up above, camera 2. George Schaffma. Paul Mitten, who is headed off to Israel. Good luck, Paul. We'll miss you. April Tolliver running camera. Barry Eager as well. Chuck Teschke in the audio booth. Doug Grover. The drummer and also getting done things is VA2 tonight. Sam Hensler, our web streamer, recently married. Sam, congratulations to you and your bride. Michael Jordan, our red hat, and the man who always gets the names of the officials. Marcos Noriega helping us out all season. John Martin, Christine Minhas, Anda Shambrax, John White, Melinda Sparks has been part of our crew. Thank you so very much. Got to thank our color analysts as well. Eric Kohler, who has been with us here all season, and the host of Inside Titan Sports. Of course, Mark Moses going back to the fall. Aaron Campbell with volleyball. Eddie Rodriguez with soccer. And, of course, everybody here at Eastern Florida, starting with Mike Parsons, sports information, Ryan Keel, Jeff Carr, and, of course, all the way to the top to the president, James Ritchie. I'm Jeff Radcliffe, and just so happy to have you along all season long. And as we have Eric Kohler back, I'll bring up the mic, my friend. It's been a fun season working with such a remarkable crew. It's going to be a long summer without, and looking forward to see you again next season.
I tell you what, it's been awesome, Jeff, and what a great way to finish off the season with a walkout, Jeff. Absolute pleasure to be part of WEFS-TV.
You're the man, my friend, and what a night to finish the baseball season as the Titans win it 6-5. The big blow in the bottom of the ninth as the Titans walk off winners for the last time here at Bruce Bochy Field. Their 30th win of the season is Navarro, the winning run. Sammy Duran and Saucy Sammy, the hero once again. Good luck to the Titans tomorrow in Winter Haven. Been a great season. So glad to have you along. I'm Jeff Radcliffe saying so long from Melbourne.